with all that glitching business. You can just behave yourself. It's week 5, everybody, in the Brutalball. I even made sure my microphone was switched on. Everything's going swimmingly. Now, important public service announcement. After this week's events, there will be a hiatus in the league because I will be homeless. And therefore, don't know when I'll be back. It's a long, archaic story about moving house. Up to a month, I will be away. So there's that going for you. So drink this one in, because it needs to last. I imagine by the time I return, half the league will have traded all their players to half the other league and all of that kind of business. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Voodoo Boys taking on Stardozer. Voodoo Boys still on the rebuild. Whereas Stardozer trying to recapture some of the magic that propelled them to the top of the division last year, where it looked for a little while like they were going to be contenders. They weren't, though. Not eventually. We got any rookies on display? Bambi Turnoff getting to play for the Voodoo Boys, but that's about your lot. Righto, crack on then. Cracking on is what is occurring. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's going to be Stardozer getting started. Yes, the college game is still available. And it's a blessed field. So if you're going to score more. Club Bollinger with the throw, and it's deflected by Bertha Raccoon. Voodoo Boys first possession, and Turnoff gets a catch. Rimshot, though, throws an interception. Swan Man Flutie has picked that one off. Second and 7, Flutie running it, doesn't get very far. Bollinger with the toss. It's caught by Lloyd Gadzooks, who's tearing it down the line, picks up 30 yards. Jerk with the throw, and it's Bollinger with the catch this time. Karen shuts him down at about the 4. Flutie, Jerk, end zone touchdown, 1-0 Stardozer. Bambi Turnoff there. Oh, draw play. Quarterback draw from Bambi Turnoff. Thing of beauty. Gets him an easy first down. Gonzalo now with a throw. And it's Raccoon with a 10-yard first down. Flutie with another deflection. Rimshot tries it on. It doesn't work. And Gonzalo picks up only 1 yard to end the Voodoo Boys drive. But they did all right up until the point they didn't. Here's a 3rd and 10 for Stardozer. And it didn't quite come off. Voodoo Boys managing to regain possession just when they needed it. Rimshot finds a wide open Bertha Raccoon, and she'll be lucky to get caught. She's caught on the no-yard line, and Gonzalo Laurie just scampers in to make it 1-1. John Baritone with the catch back there. Flutie with the throw, and it's Baritone with the catch again. Is Bollinger on 1st and 10. Picks up 5 yards. Wilf Jerk got 1 touchdown to his name so far, and he picks up 6 on that one. Flutie goes 1. Is Bollinger. Another one. 3rd and 7. Jerk. What's he going to do? He's going to throw it to John Baritone for a touchdown. 2-1 to the Stardozer. Voodoo Boys back in possession again. Karen with a solid first down there, an 11-yard gain. Gonzalo is deflected by Flutie. Turnoff with the throw. It's caught, but it's short of the first down. Can Rimshot get it there? Yes, he can. Karen Hare making 6 to keep the dream going. Gonzalo runs for 4. His turnoff. She's sacked by Yaya Lemongrass. That was a bad throw on 3rd down, though, and that's the end of the drive. Stardozer taking back over. Flutie. He's going for a run on 2nd and 9, bringing up a 3rd and 3. And Baritone will get them the first down. Here comes Jerk. He managed to avoid quite a lot of traffic there in the backfield, but he picked up 3 yards at the end of the day. Lloyd gets another 3. And Gadzooks, no, not Gadzooks, Bollinger is stuffed behind the line to end the drive. Rimshot, no dice. 3rd and 10. Gonzalo Laurie completes to Karen, but she had too far to go. And therefore didn't get there. No. Wilf Jerk, meanwhile, with a 27-yard run. And I think that's the longest play of the game so far. But Bertha Raccoon's picked off the pass. And we're going back the other way. Voodoo Boys defence stepping up once more. Lovely bit of running from Vincent Rimshot. An 18-yard gain there. And half-time rolls around. Stardozer narrowly leading this one 2-1. Gonzalo throws to Karen for 3. Bambi sacked by Lemongrass again. Rimshot with the throw. Raccoon's wide open and has a 22-yard first down. Gonzalo goes nowhere. Bambi looking to throw maybe. Yep, gets it to Gonzalo, who's got a lead over the opposition. He won't go the distance though, but he gets 31. His rim shot on first down. Karen Hare, touchdown. 2-all. Well, we've got a good game to get us started. Flutie with the throw. That one's gone to Baritone again. John Baritone having a solid performance in this one. Gadzooks makes a 5-yard catch. Jerk with a throw to no one. 3rd and 5. Flutie is sacked by Bambi Turnoff for her first career sack. Nice. Rim shot with a nice piece of running there. He's evading tackles like you wouldn't believe. Picks up 18 yards. Well, you probably would believe it. You've seen the game before. Turnoff with the throw. Bertha with the catch. First down for the Voodoo Boys. Here comes Rimshot. No, that's a bad throw from Vincent Rimshot. Gonzalo can only pick up a couple on the ground. Here's Turnoff, and it's deflected by Baritone. Stardozer take back over from their own 18. Flutie with the throw. Baritone with the catch. Brought down after 15, but it's a new set of downs. Baritone again making it happen. The Dark Elf picking up the majority of the yards for the team, or at least it feels that way. Yeah, whether that's true or not, who knows. Lovely bit of running from Flutie there, again 19. Bollinger throws, Raccoon with the deflection. Jerk can't get anywhere, it's 3rd and 8. Flutie's got to get it done. He doesn't get it done. Gonzalo Laurie with the tackle for loss. 24 plays to go. Voodoo Boys back in possession. 2-all is the score. 3rd and 4, Laurie. And Baritone's got himself injured. He got kneecapped by Bertha Raccoon, bringing Manso Kettle Chip into the lineup for the Stardozer. Well, I mean, he'd been productive. Karen there blocking the pass. Voodoo Boys got it back again. Bertha's wide open. She's going to chalk up a bit more yardage. That's 35. Rimshot with the throw. That's caught for 6. 16 plays to go. Voodoo Boys in possession. They've got a 3rd and 1. And they managed to hang on to the ball. And they're still rolling and chewing up the clock. 22 yards to go for the touchdown. They've got another 8 to go now. And there it is. Karen gets her second touchdown of the game to make it 3-2 with 10 plays to go. She then makes a deflection there. And that was crucial. Club Bollinger with the throw, but it was short of the first down marker. Karen's got a first down for the Voodoo Boys. Would you call this an upset? Yeah, I would. Yes, an upset. Very much against the flow of the odds and the odd flow. As the Voodoo Boys lead it 4-2 with 5 plays remaining in the game. And there's a fumble. Karen's picked it up. It's all over. 3 plays left. Rim shot does nothing as usual. Laurie with the throw doesn't really matter. Last play of the game. And it's picked off by Gonzalo Laurie. Final score, Voodoo Boys 4, Stardozer 2. Well, that makes the division exciting. Gonzalo Laurie, player of the game, with 63 fan points. A scattering of offensive yardage. 1 touchdown, 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack, 1 interception, and 14 tackles. All right. Yeah, a bit of everything, really. Over on Stardozer, Yaya Lemongrass with 61 fan points, 31 pancakes, 12 tackles, 3 sacks, and a pass is deflected. Pancakes at Stardozer, it is Lemongrass who's number 1, but Ostentatious Smack also got 24. Over on the Voodoo Boys, Alvin Government did 35 pancakes, then Sir Random Adam with 28, and Horston Salt Block with 19. Well now. Yeah, right, down the far end, Minstrels taking on Edgeslam. Can Edgeslam manage to turn their game around? As much as they like to focus on the sheer violence, the majesty of sheer violence, can they also turn on some scoring? The Minstrels look pretty reasonable this season. Are they a contender? Probably not. But they're looking like they're pointing the right way. Dremon Windsock, the rookie, is getting a go for the Minstrels, whereas over at Edgeslam, they're going with the tried and tested, although Marcel LeJams, who's bounced around a couple of teams, is getting a go for them here. It's a blessed game, though, so it's anyone's ruddy guess. Who are we looking at? The boys. Oh, yeah, the boys are starting off. That's Edgeslam. Okay. Here's Daphne Teflon. She's going for the speed round the edge. And it's a beautiful run. if she can stay alive at the end of it. 46-yard run on the first play of the game. LeJams throws Void Monkey with a deflection. Jamie Boys up the middle gains 2. Here's Teflon again. Decides to go up the middle and it doesn't work. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Dremon Windsock now for the Minstrels on 2nd and 6. A lovely 17-yard run. Kermit Clinton with the throw, and it's Void Monkey with the catch. She's going to do this all day, and you better hope she doesn't score, otherwise she will do that literally all day. If you've never seen the Minstrels play before, that's what they do. Anyway, Graham Tanky gets the first touchdown of the game for the Minstrels. The Jams goes nowhere. It's 3rd and 10. Jamie Boys, he'll be lucky, but he's getting good blocks from Ron Bongos to free him up to break for 29 yards. That was nice. Teflon round the outside again. Olympia Swiss Lagoon there, absolutely battering the cover player to free up a running path as LeJams decides to keep it on the ground, and he gets 19 as well. Boys through the middle, just punching people in the face. And Daphne Teflon's got a touchdown. That's an interesting one. Why? Because she's so flipping quick. If she continues to go round the outside of the line when she's got the ball, that'll be we could see a right mighty run in this one. Anyway, speaking of right mighty runs, there goes Gillian Void Monkey, a 41-yard catch off Crash Zodiac. Dremon's Windsock avoiding trouble, picks up 18. Minstrels look good for a score here, but Linguistic gets a sack. Zodiac tries a run. He doesn't do that very often, and he only got 4. He's got 2,500 career. Anyway, drives over. Here goes Teflon. And through sheer speed avoids the first tacklers. And she's already into the opposing half of the field. 48 yards gained on that play. Void Monkey with a pass deflection. Boys is now trying it. Breaks a tackle off Flint Savant. And he's down at the 16-yard line. Teflon with the ball. There's an injured player. Looks like Anna Linguistic is down. And she's out for the season. Norman Speedboat subs in for the marching band as the touchdown is scored. Edgeslam taking the lead but losing a key player. Void Monkey with a 10-yard catch. Minstrels taking it back up the other end of the field if they get the chance. 3rd and 3. Here's Clinton. Looks for a pass. Finds Zodiac for the catch for 7 yards. Zodiac now with the ball, sacked by Jamie Boys. Windsock can't get anywhere. 3rd and 12. Clinton again. But a wide open Gillian Void Monkey. Swiss Lagoon is doing a very poor job at providing the necessary agility-based coverage. 2nd and 10. Windsock. The end zone clearly in sight. Tanky gets a catch. 3rd and 4. It's another first down. Can the Edgeslams never mind anything? No, they can't. There goes Teflon. She's going back the other way. She'll be caught, but where will she get to? The opposing 23-yard line. Daphne Teflon having a great game. Gillian Void Monkey's been beaten up by Ron Bongos, which brings Vectrix in as Jamie Boyce scores a touchdown to make it 3-2 Edgeslam. Well, now, yeah. Okay, Windsock with the throw. Gets Graham Tanky. Is Clinton. Finds Tanky, who had knocked over Daphne Teflon in order to find himself the ability to actually land the catch as Vectrix scores a touchdown to make it 3-all. Teflon runs for 4. Halftime rolls around. It's 3-all. Here we go, everybody. Marcel LeJams keeping it low down. Picks up 7 yards in the first down. Jamie Boyce battering through tackles. There he goes. He's still battering through tackle. No one can tackle him. Well, it's the Minstrels, isn't it? None of them could tackle because the team's full of flipping elves. There's Windsock. No, that was Teflon. Beg your pardon. Picking up 2. LeJams gets another 2. Jamie's going to try and do the same thing again. Does the same thing again. And he fumbles it on the 1-yard line. Dremon Windsock with the recovery. And you have to say that Boyce choked. He choked on that play, coughing the ball up mere moments away from another score, which would have made him a right handful. Anyway, Graham Tanky gets a first down for the Minstrels. Windsock now with the ball. Gains 6. Here's Clinton. A nice throw, but deflected by Swiss Lagoon. Zodiac throws. Tanky with the catch. Another first down. Here's Windsock again. Nothing doing there. Clinton. Nobody there for him to throw to. And Zodiac gets it to Vectrix. And Swiss Lagoon just completely whiffs the tackle, allowing Vectrix to take it to the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. The old man managing to score. And Edgeslam stall hard on the next possession as they trail 4-3. It's like they've given up. There's 30 plays left in the game, and I'm seeing signs of an Edgeslam collapse as Clinton gets another first down for the Minstrels. Windsock goes nowhere. Clinton is deflected. 3rd and 10 though. Crash Zodiac gets it to Clinton and he stopped short. Okay, well maybe Edgeslam are about to turn it back on again. Crash Zodiac's been beaten up by Olympia Swiss Lagoon. Might not be able to defend a pass if her life depended on it, but she beat someone up, so that counts for something. Jamie Boys on first down. Doesn't break many tackles, only gets 2 yards there. It goes Daff. And Daff's going as far as she possibly can. Clinton was supposed to be making a tackle there, but seems scared. And Daphne Teflon has got all the way to the end zone. Norman Speedboat's got himself injured by Ron Bongos. Roger Bird subbing in for the Minstrels. 4-all is the score. 19 plays remain in the game. Bessie Grapeshot with a throw out to Vectrix. Just tackle him. No, Swiss Lagoon. What an absolute waste of a spot on the team. I'd sack him. Yeah, that's it. No, you're never playing again. 3rd and 10 for Edgeslam, and Jamie Boys has gotten that first down. It's Teflon. She's got a gap through the middle, but she's making a meal of it. She has got the first down, though, a 26-yard gain. LeJams with the throw, Bongos with the catch, and he's down at the 10. 12 plays left. Is Boys again. Breaks a couple of tackles, got a touchdown. 5-all, 11 to go. But the Edgeslam so far have struggled to handle the speed of the Minstrels. And there goes one now. And Vectrix isn't even that fast anymore. And of course, Swiss Lagoon can't tackle, so that's a touchdown. You gave up a 74-yard touchdown and you attempted a tackle after about 50 of those yards. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Boys has got the ball. And having scored a couple of touchdowns already, has got a bit of stamina, but doesn't quite get there. Daff picks up another 8, and there's 4 plays to go, and 24 yards to the end zone. And Boys is going to make it all the way there to make it 6-all, 2 plays to go. Just cover Vectrix. Just snap both his legs off. That's all right, they're keeping it on the ground. Final score, 6-all. Minstrel 6, Edgeslam 6. Player of the game, Ron Bongos for Edgeslam Marching Band. A mere 56 yards receiving, but 12 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 1 pass deflection, and 2 injuries inflicted. For the Minstrels, Fingers Vectrix came off the bench, got 209 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns with 1 deflection. Okay, Norman Speedboat, 53 pancakes on the Minstrel side of things, and Red Cobbler picked up a further 49 pancakes, but was a total liability defensively. At Edgeslam, Bongos, 21 pancakes, he wasn't playing in the line. Tarquin Bangfish, 51, Gus the Hitman resume, 47, Olympia Swiss Lagoon, 25 pancakes, and some really bad defending. Yeah, I want her out of here. She's no good. Yep, that's it. Yeah, no, just get her gone. Get her out of here. Jamie Boyce, 210 rushing, because there might be a rushing of the week. Daphne Teflon, 300 rushing yards. That's a big number. Nice, a good game. Right, the Wizards looking for their first non-loss of the season, going up against Graser Ridge, who are hanging strong so far. Anyone new to the league? No one really. Although Bison Lamond has never played very much and is getting some play at the Wizards over at Graser Ridge. Melvin Glitch continues to prove to be interesting to watch. Let's see if he is still interesting to watch. All right, it's going to be Glitch who starts with the ball for Graser Ridge. Is he interesting to watch? Well, we'll find out in a minute, won't we? There you go. He throws the pass behind the line, but he throws to Josh Rubinho, who picks up 3. Dick Minor to girded Fang, and Fang's done a lovely bit of running there, breaking a bunch of tackles, 25 yards. Fang's now got the ball, and he's deciding to keep it to himself, and he's going to go another bunch of yards, 24 this time. Glitch with a throw, and it's intercepted. Tension Soda's picked the ball off for the Wizards, and let's see what they can do on offense. It's deflected by Nigel on the first play. Here comes Lenny Luxury. He's trying to run it, and he's very slow. So he only gets 7 yards despite having a nice angle. Sticky Pierre, though, gets him the first down. 14 yards gained. Wizards retain possession. Pierre with a 3-yard catch. Luxury with a throw. That one's caught by Whiskers Camembert, who frees up a bit of space and is down at the opposing 7. Pierre, tackle for a loss by Mikey Ultra. Tension Soda, tackled at the line for no gain. Lenny Luxury, touchdown. 1-0 Wizards on a beautiful day for some brutal ball. All right, Dickie Miner throws a long one out to Josh Rubinho, who has the first down, a 41-yard gain. Here's Fang looking for friends. No, gives up on friends and runs it for 2 yards. Glitch just swerving relentlessly to go for 12. Dick Miner goes 2 yards. Here's Fang again, only 3 for him there. 3rd and 4. And just kind of resigned. Yeah. There's Eddie Pogribniak, everybody. He's got a first down. It's a 25-yard gain. Luxury throws. Camembert's got this catch. The team captain making 22. Pierre scampers for 2 yards up the middle. Tension Soda to Luxury, who's got a lead over the pack and is down at about the opposing 4. Luxury runs, throws, bad. Okay. Pierre, touchdown as Bison Lamond is injured by Mikey Ultra, bringing Drip Fizzlebrew into the line for the Wizards. As Nigel Prism makes his presence felt with a 30-yard pass reception. Glitch now running, doesn't get much out of that one. Dick Miner is dropped by Nigel Prism to end the drive. Disaster. Oh well, the Wizards have a 2-0 victory right now, and Nige just dropped the ball. It's 3rd and 6 though. Tension, throws. Camembert's got the catch again, and it's another first down. Luxury on 1st and 10. Evades the first couple of tackles, gets 8 yards. Pierre has speed enough to evade most tacklers, gains 12. Soda throws, Fang with a deflection. Nothing doing, but that's a touchdown for Camembert to make it 3-0 Wizards. Well, hold on to your ruddy hat, which I assume is a Wizards hat. Rubinho gets a first down, 32 yards. Graser Ridge in possession in the opposing half of the field. A 15-yard run from Fang. And it goes Knight for a touchdown. Well, that's more business as usual. 3-1 as Pogribniak breaks for a good chunk of yards to go back the other way. Here goes Lenny. And he's gained another 5. I'm softening on Lenny Luxury. I was thinking that he wasn't all that, but he's okay. Yeah, he hasn't gone beyond okay yet, but he seems to be moderately reliable. Anyway, 1st and 3, and Sticky Pierre's got a touchdown for the Wizards to make it 4-1. Here's Dick Miner, just one play before halftime, and it's a 3rd and 9 for Graser Ridge, and Girded Fang's going to try and get them there, and we'll get them there. Glitch with the throw, caught by Prison, and that's a 15-yard gain. Dick Miner looking for someone and was found by Whiskers Camembert with the deflection. Fang runs it again. It's just short of the first down. And a completed pass to Rubinho will continue this drive upfield, although Rubinho wants it all, so he takes it for himself. A 43-yard touchdown reception for Josh Rubinho. Girded Fang has been injured by Drip Fizzlebrew. Well, that might change things up because Fang was doing a particularly good job at runner. The Wizards have a 2nd and 13 right now, but they've completed that for 6. So 3rd and 7, and another first down as Pogribniak makes the catch. Pierre is sacked. Mikey Ultra coming up with a tackle for loss, and the drive stalls out, and Graser Ridge have the ball back. Glitch on first down with the run, and he managed to avoid enough trouble to go 36 yards. Miner throws deep and Pogribniak deflects. Rufus Paper Trail throws deep, finds Nigel Prism for a first down. Oh, yeah, bad throw on first is Miner, and it's intercepted. Pitkin Roaring Fork has picked it off, and Roaring Fork is a lineman. If your passes are being intercepted by a lineman, you're throwing it in the wrong direction. Lenny Luxury goes 2 yards. Sticky Pierre on 2nd and 7 gains 4. Is Soda with 2 yards to go, sacked by Glitch. Graser Ridge with the ball back. 27 plays left in the game. At the moment, the Wizards lead this by 2. Nige can't get the first down, though, and the Wizards get the ball back. And it's Camembert being covered by Paper Trail, who picks up 33 yards. Luxury tackle for a loss by Rubinho. Glitch makes a tackle for loss as well. But Soda completes to Pogribniak, who's down on the pretty much in line. Luxury can't get it there, though. Pierre can't get it there either. Soda. Terrible throw. Could have run it in. Just didn't. What a disaster. The Wizards there failing to convert. 3 attempts from the no distance at all line. And they were all bobbins. Pierre going for his second try at a tackle. Well, he never got there. Rupert's paper trail there going 66 yards off the on the pass. And just bad tackling. It's now 4-3, but the Wizards have got the ball back. Pogribniak with 27 gained on that one. Luxury. But, I mean, if you can't tackle, they only need one play and you're hosed. Pierre with a good run there, gains 14. Is Soda with the pass. And it's caught by Pogribniak, who's still going. And that surely puts the game beyond reach. 5-3 with 9 plays left. And the Wizards may start celebrating early, maybe, if they're completely foolish. Rubinho, he could go a decent distance because Pierre can't tackle. Touchdown. All right, 7 plays left. 1 point in it. Luxury goes 2. 3rd and 5. This one for the ball game. And Pogribniak bails them out of trouble and gains 35 yards in the process. And that will probably win it for the Wizards as Pogribniak gets a touchdown to definitely win it for the Wizards. Must be this week's theme, bad tackling. It's every week's theme. There's so much bad tackling in this league. It's not even a theme. It just is. Yeah. Last play of the game is deflected and the Wizards come away with a well-earned win. 6-4, the final score. Tension Soda for the Wizards, the player of the game with 325 passing. 2 touchdowns, a pass deflection and an interception. For Graser Ridge, Josh Rubinho, 56 fan points, 228, receiving 2 touchdowns, 1 tackle for loss and 10 tackles. Graser Ridge's pancake chief is not very good at it. Soup Dextric with 18, and then Nigel Prison with 16 pancakes. Nigel Prison with 16. Who the heck is he pancaking? Nigel's flipping flimsy. Well, you've got someone flimsier than that on the opposing team then. Best pancake artist on the Wizards side of things is Pitkin Roaring Fork with 17. Then Whiskers Camembert with 14. Was Camembert and Prison, were they just like playing playground shovies for the entire game? You've got to get some beef in the team, fellas. Got to get some beef in the team. Where's the beef? Should be in the team. Paul Miggins taking on the Nomads. Nomads still looking for a new owner. Yeah, just saying. They are still looking for a new owner. The Pirates on a 2-2 record right now are relatively solid. The Nomads are always solid, so what's even worth talking about there? Kim Stecky Jasso looks like he's getting his first run out for the season. We'll see if that's any good. Also in the lineup, we've got John Juan, Scratchy McHenry, Harriet Reflux, Angelo Rapscallion. This is a training team. Aurora Tundra are also getting first game of the season honours. The Pirates declaring early. And just kind of going, stuff it, we'll train everyone. Yeah. Oh, Jeff. Joey Bugout for the Nomads will get us started in this one. And he throws a little dinky pass to Ezekiel Zamboni for 5 yards. Then Chaka Khan throws a little 3-yarder. Merry Aluminium runs just enough to get the first down. Joey Bugout goes 1 yard. Here's Chaka Khan sacked and injured by Paddy Finucane. Okay. Yeah, taking over now. The Pirates. And Scratchy McHenry gets him a first down. Nice. Bob Natuno with the run there goes 1 yard. Deflected pass. Kim Selector doing the damage on that one. And then Nomads take back over. Bugout with the throw. McHenry with the deflection. Here comes Aluminium. Gets 3 yards. Kim? No, deflected at the line. And we're back in Port Miggins country again. Jason throws a 6-yarder. Tundra runs for nothing. Neptuno runs for nothing. And we're back to the Nomads. Bug Out runs for nothing. Aluminium completes a pass to Ezekiel Zamboni. Well, I know there's some actual yardage. Selector is deflected. Here's Bug Out again. And that's some yards. 15 gained by Joey Bug Out to keep the Nomads moving. Zamboni gets a 10 yards. Yep. Bug Out with the throw, and it's Flinty Wimple with the catch, and is brought down at the 2. Aluminium towards the end zone. It's only no yards gained there. Kim Selector with the throw, deflected by McHenry. Bug Out on 3rd down, runs it in to make it 1-0 Nomads. But this is some anemic play from both teams at the moment. Bob Natuno 1 yard, and the Nomads are back in again. I mean, if you're going to put a lineup in, put in one that's interesting to watch. This is pitiful. Yeah. This isn't two mighty defences clashing heads. No, this is two pools of incompetence failing to do anything that can be described as good. Jasso with a throw is caught by Scratchy, and the Pirates are inside opposing territory. Tundra with the throw. It's intercepted by Ezekiel Zamboni, and he's going to carry it back for a bit. Yeah, that's his first career interception. That's nice. Bug Out throws a little short 6-yarder there. Aluminium completes to Zamboni, who gets the first down at about the 6-yard line. Selector with the throw. Wimple with the catch. 2-0 Nomads. Zamboni deflects one. And then John Juan gets the next catch, gains 29 yards. Here goes Natuno. Finally, something from Bob Natuno. He ran 16 yards on that one. And Joggy Bug Out gets a sack. Tundra is sacked and injured by crotch dangle flag, bringing Freddie Twobeard into the line. Well, Freddie Twobeard's actually good. Yeah, I mean, it depends where they're playing him, but he can actually play. Yeah, Selector with the throw. Wimple with a catch, 10 yards gained. Half-time rolls around, Nomads up 2-0. Okay. Bug Out goes nowhere. It's 2nd and 10. Aluminium throws. Selector with the catch for the first down. Selector now with the ball. Throws deflected by McHenry. Jason gets a deflection to his name. 3rd and 10 note. Flinty Wimple, first down. Nomads still rolling. Kim throws. Zamboni. Touchdown. 3-0. Yeah. Aluminium deflection. Natuno sacked. And Twobeards, nowhere to go. Okay. Joey Bug Out is deflected by Jason. Aluminium throws. Zamboni with the catch. And touchdown. Right, let's get this over and done with. No. Entertain me. I want ultra-violence or outstanding feats of offensive prowess or mythical levels of passer harassment. Anything else, and I'm not interested. Or turnovers are plenty, where you can't look away because no one can keep hold of the ball. Yeah. You see, that's a philosophical question, right? Do you rest your starters because you're playing on a chancy field? Or do you just kind of go, every field's chancy? And if they're going to die, do you take a fatalistic, deterministic view of things? Or do you just kind of go, oh no, we might lose if one player fails to die. There was an interception there, but it was the Nomads that picked it off, so whatever. Yeah, there goes Zamboni again, on his way to a decent fantasy score in this game. How's it going to help the team? Oh, well, they're going to win again, despite not having an owner. Pah! That's what I say to that. Yeah. There you go. John Juan goes no. 6 plays left. It's currently Nomads 6, Pirates nothing. Now, I mean, obviously you can play a training team, but this is what you're going to expect. You leave your talent at home, and there's no talent on display. Final score, Nomads 6, Pirates 0. Player of the game is Ezekiel Zamboni with 173 receiving, 3 touchdowns, 2 deflections, and an interception. Paddy Finucane for the Pirates, 19 pancakes, 3 sacks, 1 deflection, 1 injury inflicted. Best pancakes, No, that was it. 19. That's very pitiful. Over on the Nomads side of things, Crotch Dangle Flag with 47, Vortex with 23, Dungeons with 25. Don't darken my door this early in the season with a nothing team. Oh, grumble, 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 grumble. The Medics are taking on Vulcamoose. Vulcamoose, obviously, a very good, very, very, very good team. The Medics still trying to find a way through. And the Medics are interesting because they have flashes of, oh, they could be good. And then the majority of the time, oh, maybe not. Right. Weevil Gutbust is getting a start for the Medics. The Vulcamoose aren't mixing anything up. Why would they? On we go. Yeah. It's a beautiful day for some Brutalball, getting away from that nasty, nasty Brutal field. And Viggy the Viking is going to show us how it's done. Show us how it's done, Viggy. When you get round to it. A nice run on first down. Picks up 5. Hunkerdome with the run. Goes 3. Is Sad Lurch with a 3rd and 1. It's a bad throw and Ridges couldn't keep hold of it. Okay, over to the Medics. Here's Bumson on 2nd and 7. He does nothing. Tone Penta on 3rd down. He does nothing either. Back over to Vulcamoose. Viking throws. It's intercepted by Egon Sanction in a very favourable field position. Madame Pompadour with a good run. She's inside and has got a touchdown. The Medics up 1-0. A desperation throw on first down goes nowhere. Hunkerdome running it on 2nd down. Picks up 7 yards. Lurch with the throw, deflected by Pompadour. Medics with the ball back. Bongos goes 7 on that one. Is Bumpson with the throw, but heavy traffic prevented that one from being landed, and a sack ends the drive. All right, Hunkerdome running back the other way. Goes 23. Here's Hunkerdome now with the ball. It's going to be another 20-yard. Madame Pompadour's got herself injured by Erlen Dickberg. Scooter is subbed into the line up, I should say, for the Medics. Sad Lurch making some good progress there for the Saints. A 24-yard catch and go. Hunkerdome runs it for 1. Lurch with the throw, deflected by Sanction in the end zone. Viking, Dickberg, touchdown, 1-1. All right, Bumson gets a 4-yard pass away. Then we overthrow a wide open receiver, and the Saints have got the ball back. Lurch getting a 21-yard catch there. Hunkerdome with the throw. Ridges wide open. Touchdown. 2-1 now Saints. But Sanction's got another nice catch and go. 25 for the Medics as they go back the other way. Tone Penta does nothing. And there's the interception. Vikings pick that one off. And Jeff's got flipping cat hair on his nose. Yeah. Hunkerdome on 2nd and 10 doesn't do very much. Here's Sad Lurch. Doesn't get the first down. Medics take back over again. Complete the first one, a 5-yarder for Bumson. A sack comes in from Ridges. Scooter on 3rd down. Gives up on life and throws it away. The Saints are back in. They do nothing with the first 2 plays. Lurch is going to try and run there. Lurch has got decent pace to get started, but fades quickly and doesn't really break tackles. So the Medics are back in, and they are in the Saints' half of the field for now. But it's 3rd and 10, and that's the end of that drive. Okay. Viking. This is typically patchy play from the Medics. In my professional opinion, I think they've got 1 to 2 players. Sabutio Bongos is injured by Demetrius Gafford, bringing Agility Bumrake into the lineup for the Medics. Yeah, they've got 1 or 2 players who are not carrying any weight at all on the team. They contribute nothing. And that's what's holding them back, because you've got some good players on the team who get it done. Some who only get it done occasionally, which rather suggests they're not being ably supported. Well, what do we think of Tone Penta? Not a lot. All right. Here goes Scooter, and he gains 5 yards. All right. Bumson on 2nd and 4 throws. And it's Agility Bumrake who gets the catch, and that's a 23-yard first down. Penta, this time, breaks a tackle at the line and gains 14 yards. Classic situation where I diss a player and then they do all right. But it's 3rd and goal, and Penta has to get him to the end zone and doesn't. All right. Saints back in, the defence having held strong into the second half of the game now. They've got a 3rd and 7 as Lurch has got enough space to make the first down. and quite a bit more. Viking on 1st and 10, sacked by Penta. Here's Hunkerdome with the throw, and that one's caught by Dickberg for 9. 3rd and 3, Lurch stuffed at the line, Medics back in. It's still only 2-1, you know. Yeah. Bumson, good running, gains 10 yards to keep the Medics rolling forwards, but Chris Biscuit comes up with another sack. Scooter, though, manages to avoid enough trouble to keep the Medics' ambulance trundling gently forward, touting for passengers. That's the end of the drive. Viking. And that was dropped by Hunkerdome. Spare me from this mediocre performance there, people. Hunkerdome runs it for 17. Ridges gains a 9-yard catch. Viking with the throw, and it's a 4-yarder. Whew, there's a 3-yard run. Excite me. Not enough Erlen Dickberg, frankly. Erlen Dickberg is an exciting player to watch, and Slot Ridges, when he's open, will do a play like that. That's another touchdown, incidentally, just in case you're not aware of what I was alluding to. 3rd and very short, and Penta is down. But Sad Lurch has been out, injured for the season. Ethel Tread Banjo, having taken him out. Lil Susie Ruby subbing in for Vulcamoose. And that's your season done. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's something. But it was Sad Lurch who, you know, game changer of a player? No, not really. Ridges gets another touchdown to make it 4-1. And with 11 plays to go, this is going to be a Saints victory. It was always going to be a Saints victory. Yeah. Susie Ruby there getting a 14-yard first down catch. Hunkerdome makes it 5-1. We could just cruise this one through to the end of the game. The Medics looking for a game-changing player. Have they found one? No, that's why they're looking for one. Oh. Nice catch and go from Bumrake there, 34 yards. Scooter nowhere to go. Bumrake picks up another 7. Last play of the game, and it's dropped. Classic. Vulcamoose 5, Bumson 1. Viggy the Viking, unsurprisingly, player of the game, 76 pancakes. 76 fan points, beg your pardon. 174 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 deflections, 2 interceptions. Egon Sanction for the Medics, 48 fan points with no yardage worth speaking of, 3 deflections and an interception. Pancakes, you got Gaz Sideboard for the Medics with 21, and then Weevil Gutbust did 20. But Chris Biscuits on the other side, oh yeah, he did 68. And then Demetrius Gafford did 45. Constance Frenzy did 31. And Slot Ridges did 13. So, yeah, you were just getting shoved over all the time. True. Yeah. Okay. Flip it. The Marsupials are taking on the hapless Lingo Blend All-Stars, who are trying to find some way of doing anything at all. Brand new in at the Marsupials this season, Hog Mexico, who's playing pretty well so far. Not outstanding, but pretty well. And then Bobbity Streaks, who's playing at receiver. Over on Lingo Blend, you've got Tic Tac 2, who's been mediocre in the line. Let's roll. It's snowing. Okay. What does that mean? Slippery old ball. Slippery old ball. Lingo Blingo first, Charity Milk Flimsy getting us going. And it's a run. And it's still a run. This is a nice moves from Milk Flimsy. Goes 22 yards. Luke Negligence with the throw. Completes to Hack Murphy, who gets 29 yards. John the Plum throws, and that one's dropped. Milk Flimsy runs it another 4. It's 3rd and 5. Luke Negligence goes only 1 yard. And the Marsupials take over. Carl Svazdan first on the pitch. Gets 23 yards. Here comes Mexico. Slaps a couple of tacklers out of the way, but can only get 5 out of that. Hype Conquest turning on the Jets to get some speed on 2nd down. Goes 18 yards. Svazdan throws one away because he feels like it. Here comes Mexico. And he's got nowhere to run. Conquest is going to try and go using... No. Never mind them. All right. Milk Flimsy throws. Urg Melon with a catch. There's some good players on Lingo Blend. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Rachy Scabrous has intercepted the pass, so good players or not, they're not They're not linking it all together to make it work at the All-Stars just yet. Mexico runs to it, 2nd and 8. Conquest will pick up some more and then fumble it into the hands of Negligence. So Lingo Blend take back over. Still waiting for our first score in this game. Negligence with the throw. Hack Murphy will chew up some of the pit fields to get down to the 5-yard line. John the Plum. No, he doesn't. Milk Flimsy with the throw. No. And Negligence finds Belt Sand, and that's a touchdown. Lingo Blend take the lead. Svazdan with the run on first down goes 2 yards. Mexico has the pass deflected by Murphy, 3rd and 8. And that's caught, but it's short of the first down marker. Lingo Blend take back over. 2nd and 7, Negligence, nothing doing. John the Plum with the throw to nowhere, and the Marsupials are back in. Svazdan with a pass there gains 8. Mexico gets first down, fumbles the ball. Charity Milk Flimsy takes over. Negligence with the throw, and that was flipping lucky. A 13-yard gain in double coverage, not bad. Milk Flimsy looks, throws, no one's there. Throws anyway, whatever. Yeah, back the other way again. Svazdan mashes up all the tacklers they throw at him and runs for 31 yards. Mexico's going to try it again. Will he fumble? Probably, but not on that play. Hype Conquest, a good run for the first down to the opposing 20. Is Svazdan. Throws a bit. It's caught, it's fumbled, and it's recovered by Hack Murphy on his own 5-yard line. Belsan now gets the catch to get free of the danger zone. Slippery ball, friends. Slippery ball. The Plum throws. It's a terrible throw from John the Plum. Sack him. Rachy Scabrous has picked it off. The Marsupials are back in possession. Hog Mexico is going to go the distance to make it 1-1, finally, with 56 plays left in the game. I mean, the Marsupials have been threatening to score for the last 20-30 plays, but they took their sweet time about it. 2nd and 10 for Lingo Blend. Negligence can't find anyone. The Plum on 3rd down can't find anyone either. Quitters, yeah. Half-time rolls around, it's 1-1, and it is the Marsupials with the ball as Hog Mexico runs it for 2. Conquest gets them the first down, though. Svazdan now. Nothing doing, he's tackled for a loss. Mexico round the outside of the line, evades a tackle, gains 6. Conquest can't get there. Lingo Blend with a stop, and Milk Flimsy's got the ball. And she throws it away for very little reason. Negligence gains a 5-yarder, 4 yards to go. John the Plum wastes the entire drive. Okay. Mexico running again for the Marsupials has a 12-yard first down. Conquest managing to outpace the opposition, picks up 23. They're approaching the opposing 20-yard line now, and the Marsupials look slightly more commanding than Lingo Blend, whose passing game has become increasingly erratic. Here's a 3rd and 11. Can Mexico get it done? No. All right, Lingo Blend throws. Deflected by Scabrous. Here's Negligence, and that one's caught by Hack Murphy. If in doubt, throw to Hack Murphy. He's not as fast as he ever was, but you know what? He'll catch it, and then he'll clear off if someone falls over. He just gained 41 more yards there as Belsan makes another good catch and is down at the opposing 3. Negligence to the end zone, touchdown Belsan. Just keep doing that. That's really all you need to do. Yeah. Mexico with a 1-yard run. Here's Conquest as the Marsupials try and tie it back up again. Svazdan's got nowhere to go, and it's another good stop from Lingo Blend, who are playing defensively very well. But offensively, they're throwing it all over the place. It's anybody's guess. Sacked again, and the Marsupials get the ball back. Mexico breaks enough tackles to get a first down. Conquest goes 1. Is Svazdan. That one's deflected by Negligence. And there's a fumble, but Conquest has picked it up, emerging triumphant from the pack to gain a good chunk of yardage there for the Marsupials and keep them moving forward as Svazdan gets down to the opposing 2, but they've got to score on this play, so that's exactly what they do. Mexico's in the end zone, and it's 2-2 with 14 plays left in the game. At this point, you'd have to say that it would be a crime for Lingo Blend to come away from this game without so much as a tie. They've got themselves a first down there, though. Negligence with the throw, deflected by Scabrous. The plum throws is caught by Hack Murphy. There's 8 plays left. There's 24 yards to go. Lingo Blend with the ball, complete to Belt Sand, get another first down. That one, though, is intercepted. Bobbity Streaks has picked it off. Marsupials have got the ball back. And the dreams of the first win of the season are now naught but an entry in the dream diary of Lingo Blend. Last night, I dreamt we won a game. In the snow. It was snowing in the game. We threw it to Hack Murphy and things were good. When we didn't throw it to Hack Murphy, things weren't good. Hold on. There's 1 play left. 21 yards to go for the end zone, and they've given it to Conquest, who's not fast enough. Final score, 2-2. Yeah, good effort there, Lingo Blends. Marsupials, lucky to come away with the tie? Maybe unlucky not to come away with a win. Ruthie Spasms is player of the game for the Marsupials. 53 fan points, 52 pancakes. 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack. Over on Lingo Blend, Ook Beltsand with 153 receiving, 2 touchdowns, 12 tackles. Pancakes at Lingo Blend. Yeah, which is an email address. Tiggy Teapot with 25. Stephen Truckstop with 20. At the Marsupials, 52 for Spasms, who got player of the game. Yeah, okay. And then 31 for Blaze Peterbilt. All right, okay. Yeah, in the snow. Snowy game. It's always going to reduce the yardage a little bit, but it was still an 800-yard game, no matter how you cut it. Now, it has been requested... Oh, no, we don't need to stop for the Beekeepers. They're in the house. So it's the Off-City Axemen taking on the Beekeepers. This is the featured game this week because the Axemen are the only team in the league with a perfect record at this point. In the voting, 44% of you believe that the Axemen will reign supreme despite the fact that I spelt it wrong. 29% of you think deaths, because that's what you always think. That's why you're here. 15% reckon the Beekeepers are going to do the job, and 12% say it's going to be a tie. Okay, all right. Not a lot of faith for the Beekeepers in this one. What's new at Of City? Not a lot. What's new at the Beekeepers? Not a lot. Okay, right, let's get on with it. It's raining. Oh, goody. Fumbleitis, the show. And speaking of Fumbleitis, here comes Hank Massive for the Beekeepers. Hank loves a slippery ball. And he's fumbled it on the first play of the game. I was talking to the head coach of the Beekeepers during the week, and I said, you're putting in Hank Massive in the rain. He's going to fumble. Yeah. Hold on. Hank's just picked up a fumble for the Beekeepers, recovered it, and gained 19 yards to keep their drive going. Hogwash, 2nd and 6. Ted Shirley with the catch. What's Ted Shirley doing catching the ball? Ted Shirley on the run. And it's another first down for the Beekeepers. The ground game going quite well for them so far, as long as they keep hold of the ball. Here comes Hogwash with a short throw. It's terrible. Shirley on 3rd and 7. He's got no one to throw to, so he tries it anyway, and it doesn't work. Going back the other way, Shandy Worthless with a catch. And it's a good chunky yards for the Axemen, 39. Andre Dreadzor looking at a throw, dropped by Shandy on the next play. It is raining. Makes for a slippery ball. Serenity throws. Love handles with a catch. Down at the 10-yard line, eventually tackled. Dreadzor throws. Worthless touchdown, 2-0. Hank's running again. He's got another 5 there. You know what? Hank could pass 10,000 career yards in this game if he gets his head in the game. Is Ted Shirley. A lot of effort there for a 5-yard game. Hank has another first down and is still evading tackles. He gains 15. Hogwash throws. Hank with a catch and the first down. Rolf Hentucker has been injured by Gibby Love handles, bringing Ezra Custard into the lineup for the Beekeepers, who are now at the opposing 3, 4. Now they're at the 4. And it's 3rd and goal. Shirley, touchdown. 2-1. All right. Can the Beekeeper defense contain this Axemen offense in this damp weather? Abby Chopstick doing a bit of running there, having a comfortable 15-yard first down. Serenity throws, deflected by Julian Norwest. Is Andre Dreadzor on 2nd and 10, and he's tackled for a loss. Chopstick tries to run it, and it doesn't work. Hank, looking to throw, gives up. No, doesn't give up. Throws an absolute banger down the field. Custard's got the catch and ties the game on a 68-yard reception. That was an epic pass from Hank Massive there, which is not something you expect to see. Not at all. No. Chopstick with a run, gets 13 yards. Serenity throws, worthless with a catch. And it's a first down. Dreadzor caught by Love Handles, and Love Handles is going to take it down to the 1-yard line. Axemen threatening to score. Chopstick, not a lot. No. Serenity, end zone. Love Handles, touchdown. 3-2. Hank's running again, and he only gets 4 on that one. Hogwash gets a first down for the Beekeepers. He moves in slow motion, but he does eventually get there if he's given the opportunity. Hank on 2nd and 12 doesn't get much. Hogwash, he keeps it on the ground, and that was a mistake, and that's the end of the drive. Axemen back in possession. Dreadzor with the throw, and it's well off target. 3rd and 10, Abby Chopstick tries the run, breaks through the first wall, and the second wall, and fumbles the ball, and then it's fumbled again, and the Beekeepers have ended up with it. Slippery ball, friends. It's 2nd and 6 as we pass half-time. Ethan Hogwash going 5 yards. Ted Shirley, can he get there? Yes, he can. Hank on 1st and 10, no. Ethan on 2nd and 9 has the first down. Shandy unable to make the tackle, and that's a 23-yard gain. Ted Shirley, bad throw. Hank, he thinks he's a quarterback now, and he's completed it to Shirley, who picks up another 20 yards. Hogwash just out sauntering up the field, gains 18 yards. Here goes Shirley, and he's down at the opposing 2. Can Hank get in there? Yes, he can. It's 3-all. Okay, there goes Serenity on the run back. That's 27 yards. Dreadzor with the throw. Nobody's there to receive it. Chopstick into the middle of the line. Fumbles the ball, but it's picked up by the own team. Serenity on 3rd and 7 gets the first down. Okay, Dreadzor throws. Caught by Worthless. First down, he's still going, and it's down at the 2-yard line. Chopstick, touchdown. Shandy Worthless. All right, Hank runs it for 3. He's, what's that, 77 yards short of his 10,000 in his career. Lovely bit of running there from Ted Shirley. Hank, lovely bit of running. Hank, no, he doesn't fancy it. He gains 6 yards. It's 3rd and 2. Can Shirley do the job? Shirley can do the job. And it's a 10-yard first down. Hank on 1st and 10. Throws a short one to Julian Norwest, who had battered his cover to buy enough space to make the catch. Shirley goes nowhere. It's 2nd and 12. Hank has to go backwards to go forwards, but he does end up going forwards. Hogwash does not get the first down, and the Axemen take over. Serenity runs for 5. Dreadzor runs for 7. It's a first down. Chopstick keeps it on the ground. The Axemen playing it a little bit more conservatively now. Dreadzor with a throw finds Love Handles wide open, who will chew up 31 yards of the field to take the Axemen into scoring range. Chopstick runs for 10. It's 1st and 10. Serenity, 8 yards gained. Dreadzor looking at something. He was distracted. Anyway, Shandy Worthless, first down at the 2. Pritchard Serenity touchdown. 14 plays left in the game. Axemen lead at 5-3, and that's probably enough. It's almost definitely enough. Hogwash runs 14 yards. Ethan Hogwash having a pretty respectable game, but Ted Shirley's playing quite well, if you ask me. 33 yards gained there. Here comes Hank. Yeah, well, it's another first down, but this is not a quick enough drive to tie this game up this late in the game. 3rd and 2. Hank gets them the first down. And it's a 10-yarder. Hogwash pauses, throws. Norwest with a touchdown. And it's 5-4. Well, you need a turnover immediately. There's one. But it's picked up by Dope Histamine, who has recovered it for the Axemen. And that should be enough to guarantee him victory in this one, as Shandy Worthless carries the ball well into the opposing side of the field, a 42-yard gain, and then gets a touchdown just to kind of illustrate a point. Final score, Axemen 6, Beekeepers 4. Player of the game, Gibby Love Handles for the Axemen, 122 receiving, 2 touchdowns, 1 deflection, 1 injury inflicted. 2 fumbles per team. Felt like more. Yeah, but it wasn't. Okay, yeah. All right, so you say. Well, actually, it was only three turnovers in total from the fumbleitis. Hank Massive, player of the game for the Beekeepers. 98 passing, 88 rushing, 2 touchdowns, 2 tackles for loss. Pancakes, okay, over at the Beekeepers. Kathy Glowpad, last season's Rookie of the Year. 56 pancakes. Alongside Gillian Nornell West with 25, Joe Shampoon 36, Bamford Textures 43. That's some good pancaking going on. Over on Ov City's side of things, Trellis Cosmic with 42, Emmanuel Weathercombe with 27. And that's about your lot. Yeah, okay. The Axemen remain undefeated, but that does not necessarily mean that they're going to do all of the things. The Pathfinders are looking really good this year. Joe's chucked a 20 in the bucket. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it for the surprising start to the season. I think inevitable start to the season. It was going to happen at some point. Pathfinders look strong, and last week they gave me a pasting, so it's anybody's guess how far that they can take this with the domination that they are bringing from their offensive line. Sportsball Union, meanwhile, 2-2 so far this year. German Smeets is getting to play again. Tudor Quicks is also going to start in this one. Trees and halflings, everybody. Or gnomes. No, halflings. You sure? No. Trees and whatever else. Yeah, there's a halfling. All right. Let's call them trees and halflings. Although there's a bird. Yellowfang, flipping Yellowfang's a good player anyway. It is Sportsball first with the ball, and they throw the bird dog, who takes off like his life depends on it. That's 45 yards. Farmer Volt style, doing a bit of gnomish running, gains 12. Another first down. That's German Smeets with the catch and a touchdown. Sportsball looking lively immediately. The Surgeon General throws at the Yellowfang, who goes, yeah, we can do that too, but he's fumbled it. Tiffany Hooverbag picking the fumble up. And the Pathfinders managing to keep it going. But they've got a 3rd and 6. Surgeon General with the throw, deflected by Danny Diet. And Sportsball are coming back at you. 2nd and 10. Farmer Volt style, intercepted by Yellowfang, who's got plenty of space to run into. So he chooses the space in the end zone, and that's a touchdown to make it 1-1. Daxter Hijack with a catch for Sportsball. 24 yards gained. It comes Farmer Volt style. He gains 4. Danny Dietz. Big throw, but there's no one there. Smeets completes to Daxter, but he stopped short of the first down marker. And we're back in the company of the Pathfinders. Slug with the throw. Yellowfang with the catch for another first down. Lionel Goat makes a first down, but they're sacked. And Slug will try and carry him the rest of the way, so he does so. Bird Dog has been injured by Veronica Hammock. Low-grade Mo has subbed in for Sportsball. But low-grade Mo is no flipping Bird Dog. No, not even slightly. Anyway, during that, the Pathfinders drive stalled out and Sportsball have taken back over. Volt Style has a deflection from Slug. Diet throws. That was deflected by the Surgeon. Smeets on 3rd and 10 is sacked by Tiffany Hooverbag. And we're back to the Pathfinders. Fang making a catch. Here comes Slug. He's run it for the first down. He's still going. He's got friends all around him doing some blocking. And it was a lovely team effort to free Slug up to take it for a 44-yard touchdown run. What a great piece of blocking by the Pathfinders to take the lead against their divisional rivals. Danny Diet with the throw completes to Mo, who will chew up most of the field. And that's a 42-yard gain. Smeets throws. Mo, touchdown. All right, okay, all right. So Mo's got some game. Never said he didn't. Just said he wasn't as good as Bird Dog, and I'm still standing by that. Here comes Pope Lorenz, fastest tree man in the league. Someone look it up, but I'm pretty sure he is. A 46-yard gain on the reception. Goat throws a 15-yarder. There goes Fang to get another first down, and the Pathfinders are threatening again. Slug throws one away. Here's Goat. End zone. Fang touchdown. 3-2 Pathfinders. This is the first season at which you kind of go, hang on. The Pathfinders, I think they might be legit. Possibly even greater than legit. Yeah. Anyway, Diet to hijack. Gains, makes it a 3rd and 3, but Sports Ball have stalled. And here come the Pathfinders again. Martin Slug. Martin flipping Slug. Look at Martin Slug. It's Martin Slug, everybody. A 61-yard catch. He then runs it for nothing because he's completely knackered. But Yellow Fang gets him a touchdown. It's 4-2. German Smeets throws it out to Daxter Hijack. And that happened. Yeah, Sponsor Maple gets a sack. Here's Smeets with the throw, but it's not enough for anything like a first down. And the Pathfinders have got it again. Slug gets him a first down, and he's still on the go. And that's a 23-yard run. Okay. Goat throws Pope Lorenz with a catch, and that'll be a touchdown to make it 5-2. Sports Ball shell-shocked right now. They're going, but we're a very talented team. And you go, yeah, but the Pathfinders drafted in quite a lot of talent. Not least of all, number 1 draft pick Sponson Maple. But that's not been the game changer. The game changer has been the rest of their offensive line, who are providing untold heroics in terms of blocking. Here goes Slug again. It is now 5-3. Sports Ball scored, but they're not the story of the game. I'll talk about them if they do great things, obviously. But at the moment, I'm standing a little bit. Hang on, Daxter made an interception. Good old Dax. Yeah, he's always been good at that kind of thing. Yeah. All right, can Sports Ball make this one a nail-biter? Mo with a good catch and run, gains 26 yards. Here's Smeets looking for a friend, and it's Mo with the touchdown to make it 5-4. Okay, Pathfinders throw. Fang touchdown, first down. Slug with a 2-yard run. He's got 8 carries for 130 in this game, which is, that's all right. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not great, but it's pretty good. 2nd and 14. Slug with the ball again. Can only get 3. He's not being freed up to do much running, but if you throw him the ball, they can be all kinds of a headache for you. There goes Diet with a 36-yard catch off Smeets. And then it's intercepted. Surgeon General's made the interception. Quite why Surgeon General is playing as cover. He's a tree. He's incredibly slow, but he got the job done. The Surgeon throws a short one there for 2 yards. It's 2nd and 8. Here comes Slug. Throws it. It's deflected. 3rd and 8. Goat. And that's a first down. Surgeon General throws. Danny Diet with the deflection. And honestly, Danny Diet's defensive prowess there is doing a lot to keep Sports Ball in this game. He's been injured now by Pope Lorenz. All right. But Hoodie Mafia has come in. Is it going to change things? No idea. On 3rd and 2, Martin Slug picks up the first down for the Pathfinders. The clock is ticking down as Slug gets the touchdown to make it 6-4. And there's a sack from Pope Lorenz. Daxter makes a catch, but it's only worth 16 yards. Mo on 1st and 10, throws, caught by Daxter, who this time breaks a tackle. Slug can't hold on to him. Gets him on the 2nd attempt, but that was a 50-yard gain. Smeets throws a completion. Is Farmer Vault style towards the end zone. First down on the 1-yard line. Mo, touchdown, Daxter. 6-5. 10 plays to go, and that's a great play there from Fang, who does back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back-to-back first downs. Veronica Hammock's been injured by Chonk Olympics, but I don't think it's going to change the outcome as Yellow Fang makes it 7-5, and the Pathfinders hype train rolls onwards. Sponson Maple just intercepted the ball as well, and Lorenz gets them down to the 3-yard line. They could make it 8-5. Not on that play. They could still make it 8-5 on that play. Final play of the game, and Sports Ball have been taken down by the Pathfinders. Final score, 8-5. Sponsor Maple player of the game with 71 fan points. Pretty much all of them coming from 64 pancakes. although there was a sack and an interception in there as well. For Sports Ball, low-grade Mo, 61 fan points. Didn't start the game low-grade. 61 fan points, 185 receiving, 4 touchdowns, 2 deflections. Pancakes over on Sports Ball. You're looking at Tudor Quicks, the rookie, with 22, and that's your lot. Over on Red Star, however, 64 for Maple, 51 for Veronica Hammock, 61 for Tiffany Hooverbag. Want to know why they're winning games? Huh? Yeah. That's why. And then Pope Lorenz got 14 as well, and he was playing receiver. Surgeon General got 12, and he's playing runner. Crying out loud. Yeah. Well, what do you think? Pathfinders bowl this season? Pathfinders Axemen in the bowl. That would be a terrific bowl game. We'll just have to wait and see. Cheerio Incorporated are taking on Lingo Blend. No, they're not. They're taking on Urg Melon Flex. I don't know why those names sit. They sit next to each other in my head. And I don't know why. They just do. Cheerio are looking for their first win this season. Chances are they'll still be looking for it after this game, but it is the kind of week where the upsets have been happening. They've got nothing new happening, so let's switch over to the other side of the field. Carcinogen Rex, the rookie, is getting a start in the line for a Melon Flex, but this is the Flapjack show, although Flapjack goes, I'm the star, and then Georgina Karate gets it done. Moreover, though, however, it's Charles Flip in Monkey Cage. He's an absolute chuffing menace. And it's foggy. Righto. Don't try throwing the ball. Well, I have a feeling that Cheerio might try throwing the ball. It would be a mistake. Yeah. Anyway, Tyrone Mendonca is getting the first play for Urg Melon Flex, who continue to baffle everyone with not putting Flapjack Nope as their runner one. I just don't understand. Anyway, Georgina Karate, big time run. That's a 38-yard gain. Here comes Mendonca. No. Oh, he could be a young player because runner one gets ever such a slight training advantage. There's a fumble. Okay, Indecent Gary's recovered the fumble for Cheerio, and they get their first possession now. Alan Twerp with a nice piece of running goes 14 yards. Tommy Keys looking to throw. He finds Twerp because Twerp wasn't very far away. Okay, here comes Rosie busted. And it does look like Cheerio are keeping it on the ground. It's like they looked at the weather and just kind of went, let's not throw this one too far. Although they are trying to throw it more often than they should, as Charles Monkey Cage gets his 101st career sack. But Tommy Keys gets the opening touchdown of the game. All right, Mendonca making a move. Goes 10 yards. Here comes Flapjack. Gets nothing. Here's Georgina. Gets nothing. Here's Mendonca. Gets nothing. Back over to Cheerio then. Twerp throws. Eric Wannabe's got a catch here. 32-yard gain. Tommy Keys tries a run, and there's nothing there for him. Rosie busted throws. Keys with the catch and a touchdown to make it 2-0. Mendonca has got a whole side of the field to himself, so he decides to go for a little wander up that way, and he gains 31 yards. Flapjack. Still Flapjack. That's 17 yards. Karate on 1st and 10 throws a little short one to Trevor Snowboard. Mendonca is running once more and has a first down. Flappers. Flappity. Flap. It's a touchdown. Flapjack Nope. 179 career touchdowns for Flapjack Nope. And that makes the score 2-1. 1 quarter of play done. Mendonca only gains 1. Urg Melon Flex are in possession again. Karate throws. And that was caught in stride by Engelbert Loudmouth to keep Urg Melon Flex with their foot on the gas. Flapjack runs, goes 7 yards. Karate on 3rd and 3. Touchdown. Okie dokie, 2-2. Cheerio's early doors advantage evaporating like so much fog on a warm morning. Later on, as the sun has been up for a bit and it burns the fog off. Flapjack running again, gains 7 on that one. Georgina will get him the first touchdown. 3-2. Urg Melon Flex now on top as Monkey Cage gets his second sack of the game. Indecent Gary with a nice catch there, though. As Troy Oktoberfest is injured by Whomping Willow. That's not what you want to hear. Salvatore Rambunctious has subbed in for Cheerio, but no, you kind of wanted to keep him on field because he was your best blocker. Well, there he goes, but Gary scored to make it 3-all. Mendonca sacked by Indecent Gary. Actually, Gary's in his second season, and that was his first ever sack. Well done, Gary. Oh, good job. Georgina Karate is breaking free of danger and runs a heck of a long way, and then Gary picked up a fumble. Oh, Georgie. Yeah, I know. She completely made a mess of that one. Rosie Busted is hustling and has a first down for Cheerio as halftime rolls around. Loudmouth is dishing some smack talk towards Salvatore Rambunctious, but it's a 3rd and 6 for Cheerio, and Rosemary Busted has to try and get there, but she can't do it. Mendonca with the carry has a first down. 16 yards gained. Here comes Flapjack, who does the Flapjack Nope pinballing off different players to just keep going. Pinging it up the field. Georgina on the run again, and she's proving to be tricky to catch. That's a 50-yard rushing touchdown for Georgina Karate. The rushing yards coming thick and fast for Urg Melon Flex. Tommy Keys, first down for Cheerio. Is Rosemary Busted, sacked by Monkey Cage, his 3rd of the game. Twerp, running, no, not anymore. 5 yards there, 3rd and 7, Keys. Gives up on Big Subtle, just runs in a straight line, gains 13 yards. Busted goes 1, 2nd and 9, Twerp. Gary's got a catch. And that's a 29-yard first down. Keys throws, Gary's caught it again, and that's a touchdown to make it 4-all. Well, I mean, Urg Melon Flex are the better team with a lot of talent on that team, but Cheerio are hanging on in there to stay with them. The right turnover at the right moment could break this game wide open. More likely, however, is the last team with the ball will be the one who has lost the game. Flapjack. There he goes again. Yeah. Sometimes he goes like, no, you can't tackle me. Other times he goes, I can't be bothered. Keys with a nice deflection there. Mendonca goes nowhere. It's 3rd and 9. Flapjack, can he get there? Of course he can. First down on the 1. Karate, touchdown. 5-4, 1/4 of play left. Rosemary Busted, a first down gain off a short pass. Tommy Keys looks to pass again, takes too long. Sacked by Trev Snowboard. Monkey Cage gets his 4th of the game. Twerp is desperately trying on a 3rd and 15 to run it there, but it doesn't work. Flappy, 2nd and 9. Only 3 yards. 3rd and 5, Karate. Can they capitalise on the previous? Yes, they can. 16 yards for Georgina Karate, who's averaging 17 yards a carry in this game. Flapjack's averaging quite a bit less than that, but you never know when Flapjack's going to offer you up a 40-yard run. Well, no, it would be good if he did, though. You know, if you could set your watch by him doing a 40-yard run, that would be nice. Well, how about a touchdown instead? 6-4 is the score. Melon Flex are going to win this one. Cheerio have possession, but there's only 14 plays left in the game. And they're not showing the, we can score in a play. Although Tommy Keys is having a spin at it, but he only gets 25 yards. Keys now with possession. Not that one. No. 2nd and 4. Busted. Sacked by Monkey Cage, who's now got, what, 5 in this game? Yeah. Okay. Keys sacked 6 in this game for Monkey Cage? Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Busted. A nice 19-yard to get run. And with 5 plays left to go, Cheerio is still just gradually chewing their way up the field as they get one more touchdown to make it 6-5. Theoretically, they could have come back there, but a lack of turnovers in this game made that unlikely. Last play of the game, Georgina Karate, and that will do it. Urg Melon Flex 6, Cheerio 5. Good effort from Cheerio, but it wasn't enough. Charles Monkey Cage, unsurprisingly, player of the game. 75 pancakes, 6 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, and 14 tackles. Indecent Gary for Cheerio Incorporated had a solid performance. 79 fan points, 111 receiving, 3 touchdowns, 12 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and 1 sack. Good rounded performance there from Gary. Pancakes at Cheerio. Trenton Trinity with 35. Then Salvatore Rambunctious, who came off the bench, got 36. Let's go Rambunctious. Urg Melon Flex, obviously Monkey Cage with 75. Willow with 44. And that's all she wrote. Yeah. No, when arguably the best blocker, is it Monkey Cage or is it Chris Biscuit? Well, Monkey Cage is definitely the best two-way lineman. But he might also be the best blocker at this stage. All right, flip it down to the other side. Sunshine Fun Bus taking on Failurewood Hills. The Fun Bus having a good start this season. 2-1-1 their record. RR Trash Can making an impact on the team, which is promising. But Carl Rhombus is the story of the team so far because it looks great. Yeah, it looks like he can proper play. Flash Bandit making a solid impact finally. Over at Failurewood's, Gunter Hazardous and Still Milkshake both in the... Hold on, where is he? Julio's not playing. No. You're kidding me. I don't see... He's not here. What do you mean Julio's not playing? Just a what now? Yeah, apparently Julio's not playing. Well, anything could happen. That's wrong. What are you doing leaving a superstar off the field? Well, I mean, you better win. Otherwise, you're going to go, oh, if Julio had been playing, we'd have won. Anyway, Failurewood is starting out and they're trying to run the ball. And Alejandro Klutz there makes 19 yards to rather suggest that they could run the ball if they chose to do so. Vicky Flamboyant was trying to pass, gave up, ran the ball, 14 yards. Ingrid Tabletop, though, only 1 yard. Klutz running again gains 5. Is Flamboyant. Gains just 1. And here comes the Fun Bus. They throw one away. Rhombus didn't feel it. Enya with the throw finds a wide open Luther Pendragon, who's going to soak up about 30 to 40 yards. 49 yards, actually. Well, that's good then. Enya then gets a catch for 5. Rhombus looks, waits, throws. There goes Flash. Down at about a 1.5. Enya to the end zone. Touchdown. 1-0 Sunshine Fun Bus. All right. And Klutz goes 7. Flamboyant with the throw finds Will Spin goal. At least they got one good player who can still catch. And there's the interception. Dark Mode Enya has picked it off. They throw it out to Luther Pendragon. Where's Julio? I don't understand. Mikey, what are you playing at? Why? Touchdown Fun Bus. I don't understand why you wouldn't play the most impactful player in the entire league. Other than Steve. The most impactful receiver in the league. I'm at a loss. Here comes the Fun Bus. Colt's running it. He doesn't get very far. Enya throwing badly. Felicia Wintercoat on 3rd down. Not quite got the muscle to get the first. Okay, Klutz goes nowhere. Flamboyant is caught for no yards. Ingrid Tabletop, nothing doing. Yeah, okay. I mean, yes, there is a good reason. You can try out an experimental one, but you don't do it against a divisional rival who's snapping at your heels in the rankings. Gracious. Enya throws Pendragon, touchdown. Well, Luther Pendragon is having a game of his life so far. He's got 3 touchdowns in this one. Klutz, another good run. Gains 24 yards. Vicky Flamboyant, solid piece of running. Gains 12 on that one. Is Tabletop, who so far has been less than. Felicia Wintercoat injured by Ingrid Tabletop, bringing Tequila Pamplemousse into the lineup. Wheel spin gold, good catch down at the 2-yard line. Here comes Tabletop for the touchdown to make it 3-1. Rhombus throws, it's a 3-yard gain. Enya is deflected by wheel spin gold. Pamplemousse tries a run but has nothing blocking for her, and so she stopped short, and Failurewood are chipping away now. Klutz continuing to break tackles, gains 28 yards. Flamboyant stopped at the line by Trash Can. Here comes Tabletop, stopped at the line by Trash Can. And that's the end of the drive. All right, Rhombus on the go again. Finds Pendragon. Well, that's the dream team right there. Rhombus to Pendragon. Although you say that, Flash Bandit's standing on the other side of the field. And that's a 43-yard catch and go for Flash. Pamplemousse runs for nothing. Rhombus goes 5 on that one. Enya first down. And as half-time rolls around, it's first and goal. Yeah, Pamplemousse. Can she do it this time? Yes, she can. It's a touchdown. 4-1 Fun Bus. Klutz is looking solid. 8 carries for 107 in this game. That's pretty good going. Tabletop gets not a lot. Klutz has a good distance to go, but he pulls it off anyway. And that's 24 yards gained. Vicky Flamboyant gets 3. Tabletop breaks a few tackles and is going to go the distance. Izzy, though, look at the speed of the closing in. Still gained 33 for the touchdown. But there's some right speed going on at the Fun Bus as Pamplemousse gets a 16-yard first down. Now she's running, but Wheelspin Gold was just stood there waiting for her, going, I'll tackle you when you get here. Pendragon, though, gets a first. Rhombus, good catch. Good separation. Touchdown for Colt Rhombus. 5-2 is the score. 38 plays to go. Right now, Sunshine Fun Bus looking pretty lively. Failurewood. There is some merit in this ground game, but you have to say that if they'd got Julio as well... Yeah, no, totally biased on my point of view. I don't understand. There's an interception. Robertson's picked it off. Yeah, if they had Julio as well, one unstoppable receiver, and this would be a far closer game as Pendragon gets 38 yards. Pamplemousse with a throw, and Pamplemousse isn't a natural quarterback, but whatever. Pendragon, touchdown. The Fun Bus doing good work here. Irish Joe Shock with a nice catch, gains 15. Here's Flamboyant to Shock once again. Tabletop on 2nd and 1. A first down gains. Klutz. Well, unless you brought some tacklers since we last spoke, Klutz is going to continue to rack up the ground yardage. Yeah, Tabletop goes 1. Klutz on 3rd and 8. Can't get there this time. Fun Bus back in, and they have the time now to put this game to bed. 3rd and 1. Pamplemousse with the throw. It's a first down for 14 yards. They keep chipping away like this. Pamplemousse with a catch, gains 8 off the pass from dark mode. There's a sack coming in from Karina Very. Big throw downtown. Wheelspin's picked it off. But it is 6-4 with 14 plays to go, and Failure would have left it too late. They may well score on this drive, but not in one play. I mean, there's some insane blocking there from Irish Joe Shock. He held off 3 individual tacklers to allow that run to go an extra 5 yards. Very nice. Tabletop round the outside of the line gets 9. Klutz is stuffed in the middle of the line. Trash Can having a great game so far. Flamboyant makes it 6-3. But there goes Pendragon, who's also having a great game. He's got 310 receiving yards so far. Pamplemousse looks for a target. Flash is there to take it quite happily for 28. Rhombus with a throw. Flash with a catch down at the 2-yard line. Enya towards the end zone. Terrible throw. Ingrid Tabletop has picked it off. That was a really desperately awful throw. Klutz is going to take it back the other way. But, I mean, you know, Pamplemousse, not a thrower. No. That's the risk of a coach who only does one trick. Final score, Sunshine Fun Bus 6, Failurewood 3. Player of the game, Luther Pendragon. 310 receiving yards, 4 touchdowns. Absolutely dreadful on defence. Failurewood's Wheelspin Gold, player of the game. 78 receiving, 22 pancakes. Just how? 1 deflection, 1 interception. Pancakes over on Failurewood. 22 for Wheelspin Gold. Still Milkshake with 58. Karina Very with 39. Gunter Hazardous with 55. Irish Joe Shot managed 18. Meanwhile, over on the fun bus, Ed Big Mother with 37, Unreal Lafferty with 37. They were all just knocking each other. Our trash can with 18, just battering each other around the entire time. Who even knows? Yeah. Well, anyway, that was an entertaining game and no mistake. Stegenauts taking on the Blood Pit Bouncers. Stegenauts are taking on the Blood Pit Bouncers. What does this mean? Well, the Bouncers are looking to bounce back to their form of last season and have changed absolutely nothing in the team. How boring. Meanwhile, the Stegenauts have got no rookies on the field because they mean business. Okay. We only care about rookies. AEA traded for some players. Unless it's a really big name player, I'm not going to make that much of a noise. Santino Bananas is quite big. I suppose he's got a couple of records. Anyway, Tiger Styles for Blood Pit is first away. How long can Tiger stay uninjured? Well, he did it on that play, 35 yards. Rocky Melons, 1 yard gain there. Gretel Baguette Fancy. It looks like a ground game from the Bouncers so far. Styles, keeping it low, keeping it meaty, gains 6. Here's Melons again. That's a first down, 10 gains. Baguette Fancy, another 6. Tiger, this time he's throwing, and it's Ramiro Pleasure Dome with a touchdown. There's an injury. Santino Bananas has been injured by Peter Brickwall, bringing painful grinding into the lineup for the Stegenauts. There's another injury. Hakan Mitro Glue has been injured by Ben Radical, bringing Rudy Arm's Length into the lineup for the Stegenauts. Down 2 linemen in as many plays. It's not a good sign. Anyway, 2nd and 7, Stegenauts with the ball. Myra Sacrifice making a good catch for the first down. Cram looks to throw, and he doesn't do that very often. Failure. Deflected by Pleasure Dome. Honey Bear on 3rd and 10. And it's caught, but it's only 7 yards. Tiger in his own end zone manages to get it just away. Melons throws one to Styles, who has the first down. Baguette Fancy runs straight up the middle and is getting good push from Peter Brickwall. And it looks like Paddy System is actually doing a solid job as well. You see, Paddy System is not a player who immediately springs to mind where you go, oh, you want a reliable lineman? Paddy flipping System, son. You go, who? Who's he play for? You know, Bouncers. No, he doesn't. Yeah, no, he does. Yeah, apparently he does. Yeah, but he's not a starter, though. No, he flipping is. Rocky Melon's great run there. 20-yard gain and a touchdown. Stegenauts trailing by 2. I'm going to try and turn it around on this drive. Completion from Failure out to Sacrifice, and that's a 47-yard gain. Honey Bear throws wide open helmet Cenobites. Touchdown to make it 2-1. A good lively bit of play there from the Stegenauts to keep them in at least the same country as the Bouncers. Baguette Fancy rolls out, gives up, runs forwards, gains 12. Tiger with the usual level of hustle, and pretend Honey Bear has been injured by Tiger Styles. Exorcism Friars subbed in for the Stegenauts, who've made a second substitution. Was that another injury? It looked like Tola Crammer got taken out as well, but it might just be some player rotation. No, Crammer's in the starting lineup. Goodness me. Yeah, that's another touchdown for the Bouncers. Okay. Nobby Harefoot has apparently joined the game. There's another injury. Look. Ben Radical has been injured by Pugil Arachnophone. Butte Yakko has subbed in for the Bouncers. Tiger Styles has currently got the ball. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 2nd and 1. Bouncers with the ball. Baguette Fancy runs for it. Gets the first down. Gets a touchdown to make it 4-1. Harefoot running for the Stegenauts is a 20-yard gain. Fry with a big throw to nowhere. Here comes Failure, who's the last remaining runner who actually started the game for the Stegenauts, and he runs rather well there, getting 28. Harefoot doing a solid job having come off the bench. But what can he contribute defensively? Well, nothing, one would argue. Fry goes for 2 yards. Here's Failure with the throw. Touchdown Sacrifice, 4-2. Arachnophone with the deflection, and at half-time it's 4-2 to the Bouncers. They have the ball, but can't advance it further on that play, or the one after it, and the Stegenauts are back in. Harefoot evading the first couple of tackles to break for a nice 20-yarder. Fry with a throw. It's caught by Cenobite for a touchdown. That's some good fast play from the Stegenauts. There's an injury. It's Cenobite. He's down. He's been injured by Rocky Melons. Daisy Flounce Frenzy has now joined the game. Gracious. Yeah. Tiger's still playing, and he is very fragile. He's an old man, and he could barely stand upright. He's been injured so often, but here he is, still sticking it out as the bouncers move upfield again. Styles gains 1. Melons with the throw. Bad throw on third down. And the Stegenauts are back in, trailing at the moment by 1. Flounce Frenzy with a throw. It's sacrificed with a catch, and a good block from behind on Party Boy allows Myra to go for 32 yards. Failure dithers, and as a result does not get anywhere. But Harefoot picks up 19 yards and a first down. Flounce Frenzy with a throw. That's complete for 9. Failure. Throws. Touchdown. Fry. 4 all. The momentum clearly shifting in the favour of the boys in green, or would be in green if they were at home, but they're not at home, so they're not in green. Melons runs it for 6 yards, but Fancy has a first down for the bouncers. Styles is injured. No, Harefoot. Nobby Harefoot has been taken out by Tiger Styles. Jam Turpentine is now in the lineup for the Stegenauts. It's the point where you start looking down the list of the players who could possibly sub in. They're going, I ain't got anything left. No. Tiger Styles, touchdown. 5-4, 25 plays left in the game. The Stegenauts B team now on the field. And they crash out on third down, but it's hardly surprising. Yeah. Melons. First down, 14 yards gain. Baguette Fancy ran the outside of the line. And the bouncers roll forwards again for another first down. Styles. He's still on the field. He's not dead yet. No. An 8-yard touchdown to make it 6-4. And I think that'll do it. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of talent here for the Stegenauts, but these are going to be one-way players and B-tier players. I mean, they brought on Nobby Harefoot, who was playing a storming game for them. But when he went down, I don't think they had anything left. And, of course, with your B-team players, not one of them can tackle. No one invests in tacklers, not as B-team players. Baguette Fancy with a 28-yard catch for the first down. Rocky Melon's touchdown. 7-4 is the score. 8 plays left. The Bouncers are going to win this one, which keeps things tight in the division as both teams move to 3-2. But it was the injuries that got them there. It was the injuries that got them there. Yeah. Still like the look of the Stegenauts, although less so now that most of their team's been wounded. Are they going to score one more for us? 2 plays to go. Jam Turpentine, touchdown. There you go. Last play of the game, Tiger's got the ball and managed to avoid being injured. Bouncers 7, Stegenauts 5. Player of the game, Rocky Melons. 213 rushing, 3 touchdowns, 12 tackles and an injury. Pugil Arachnophone for the Stegenauts. Didn't start the game, but he came on and made an impact. 46 fan points, 51 pancakes, 1 injury, 1 deflection. 51 pancakes for Arachnophone on the Stegenauts. 36 for painful grinding. Over at the Bouncers, you're looking at Peter Brickwall with 68 pancakes, Ben Radical 27, Paddy System 29. Well, you know what? Keeping the divisions tight is very interesting to me. Any sign of Pack? No. Pack requested a late kickoff for Bongolia KSA. He may not make it at all, but he'll be shoved along the order of games until we get to that point. Can the Palms take the number 1 spot and hold it? They got the number 1 spot in the division at the moment. The Shady Palms never made the playoffs. Grunt Auto Group always made the playoffs. A win for Shady Palms here is quite the statement. Slim Armageddon having a heck of an impact on the team this season. They have also picked up Julio Lobster, who's just a belter. Grunt Auto Group mixing it up, changing things around. Remixing, rewinding, redoing it. New coach, new team. Who knows? They brought Georgie Cones in this week. came back to where he originated. Did he start here? I know he's played for Grunt before, but whatever. Grunt get the ball first. Simple Simbil. Heck of a thrower, Simbil. Completes that one to Muluab, who picks up 20 yards. Ilma shelf space with a throw is deflected by Slim Armageddon. Clacton. Wide open Gendrich Grippy will get the first down and keeps going because Gendrich Grippy takes a lot of tackling. First and 10. Simbil, Grippy, touchdown. Alright, 1-0 Grunt. Sectarian Thunderclap, the first play for Shady Palms, gains 3. Jovial. If you're not yet in the Jovial Impairment fan club, then you should be. Why is Georgie Cones in white, not in orange? Go and read Discord. I mentioned it earlier. Thunderclap gets 41 yards on the throw. Jovial picks up 23 on the ground. 30, touchdown. 1-1. Okay, this is a game. Yeah, Muluab, a 17-yarder. Here's shelf space, looking to throw on first down with 4 Grunts. Completes to Grippy. Still Grip, you've got to hit him hard. 31 yards for Gendrich Grippy. Clacton throws Armageddon with the deflection. Simbil throws Grippy again. First down on the 1. Shelfie. Touchdown. Muluab. Sectarian throws. Shelf space with the deflection. Jovial's got nowhere to run. Ferdy with the throw. And it's too short. And Frog Plots has deflected it. Second and 10 now. Grunt. Grippy's got the catch. That's your problem. Someone, you got to stop Gendrich Grippy. He's really good. Yeah. I hope you haven't just put flimsy boys at cover. Grippy, touchdown. 3-1 now to Grunt. Good running from Thunderclap there, gets 12. Jovial managed to avoid the first tackle and the second and gains 19 on the ground. Ferdy throws in, that one's in the ground. Sectarian throws, and it's behind the line for a loss. Third and 13, Jovial's fumbled it. Simbil's picked it up. Yeah. Okay, first down. Simbil throws for 11. Shelfie throws that one, and that's a 7-yard gain. Clacton. Evading trouble, and Clacton's down at the opposing 1 line, and that's Muluab for another touchdown. It's now 4-1. And there's an interception. At which point, Shady Palms are going, I've ridden this roundabout before. I don't want to ride it again. I thought this year we were going to beat them properly. Well, you got to stop there. That counts for something, surely. Jovial on 2nd and 7. Gives up on the original direction of the run. Goes the other way. Breaks a whole bunch of tackles and goes 21 yards. That was a lovely run. That's why we like Jovial Impairment. Jovial Impairment is the very definition of lovely run. As Julio Lobster tears up the field for a touchdown. 4-2. We're not done yet. Muluab, nice catch. And that's 37 yards. Here comes shelf space with a throw, and it goes nowhere. Clacton on 2nd and 10. Throws it to Ilma shelf space, who will gain 17 yards and a first down. Simbil throws. Clacton's got the catch. Breaks a couple of tackles. Touchdown. All right, there goes Julio. Yep. I spent a lot to get him. Yeah, I know. And then lost him in free agency. He did take you to the bowl. Jovial with a touchdown. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, well. You know, don't be bitter about it. Julio Lobster is an insanely good player. 3rd and 10. Here's Ilma. And it's Muluab with another catch. And he's also proving to be difficult to keep hold of. These are some expert level players on the Grunt Auto group. They're getting fantastic protection in the line, and then when they get the pass off, because they've got fantastic protection, they're throwing to superstar players every time. Julio, there he goes again. 46 yards. 4 catches for 218 yards. There's an injury. Georgie Cones has been taken down. All right, Jovial's beaten up Cones. Good. Simbil runs for 7. The score is currently 6-4. We're just past the half-time marker. Grunt have the lead, proving to be hard to keep anywhere near where you want to keep them. And there goes Grippy again for another 28 yards. And there goes Grippy again for a touchdown. Right, yeah. Okay, difficult to stop that dude. There goes Ferdy Equatorial Mount. No one was covering, and Ferdy has half the field to himself. 61 yards. Woo! Yeah. Right. Good. Shut up, cat. Look, I'll move you after this game. If the next game is not a banger, I'll feed you after this. But right now, I'm watching two titans of the league going head to head. Yeah. And what are you talking about? I sold Chet Vacant, who was a heck of a two-way player. You only need to look at the numbers he put up for me. Anyway, Jovial just went 80 yards on a reception to make it 8-6. But that's still not great. No. Yeah. And, no, and we're still moving. Clacton goes 14 yards. Simbil is stuffed at the line. Shelf space throws. There's nothing there. 3rd and goal. A stop here has to be made. And it is. And Shady Palms have a sliver of hope. 17-yard gain from Sectarian on first down. Jovial's going to get some yards here on the run. Taking it into Grunt territory for 36. Here's Ferdy trying to pass. Gets it to Julio, who breaks the first tackle, but the second one brings him down. Sectarian with the throw. Deflected right on the 1 yard line. 2nd and 10, Jovial. And has a clear path to make it 8-7, 1 quarter left. Oh, yeah. 3rd and 10, Clacton. And Grunt have stalled again. Shady Palms can now tie it up. And Clarent Budgie makes a catch for 23. Sectarian's got a catch and has a clear path to the end zone to make it 8-all with 20 plays left. Whoo! Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Gendrich Grippy. 28-yard catch. Here comes Mulawab. 34-yard gain. And Gendrich Grippy's got a touchdown. 9-8 is the score. Sectarian goes 3 yards. Jovial runs for the first down. There's 14 plays left. And this one could still swing either way. Sectarian throws to the flat. It's intercepted by Clacton Express, who could now wrap this game up. But it's 3rd and 13, and Clacton's got to get it done. And doesn't get it done. So there's another... No, it's another interception. Simple Symbols picked it off. And is sacked by Julio Lobster. Shelf space with the throw. Mulawab is going to get a touchdown, and that will be the game. Woo! Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, well, there it is. Shady Palms are only trailing by 1. A pick 6, maybe? No. Not in this one. Final score, Grunt 10, Shady Palms 9, 1,400 yards in the game. Jovial Impairment is player of the game with 92 fan points. 178 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns, 2 deflections, 1 injury inflicted. Mulawab verbose for Grunt Auto Group with 428 receiving yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 tackle for loss. Pancakes at Grunt, 51 for Frog Plots, 20 for Angus Sleep Bunsen. Not a huge number. Over on Shady Palms, Trevor Fangs with 23, Clarent Budgie 21, Jarvis Judd 47, Slim Armageddon 37. That was a bit of a display put on there. Georgie did nothing. Georgie got injured. He got carried off the field, and relatively early on as well. Right, we flip up the other side of things, and the budget roadies are taking on the Toy Masters. Toy Masters trying to find their feet again, but they're not entirely sure where they left their feet. Meanwhile, Budget are having the best start to a season that they've had in quite some time. Strong Ways proving to be a solid player. And then over on the Toy Masters side of things, Sahara Dawn has been putting up some good numbers as well. Let's rock. It's a roaster. Okay. Yeah. What does that mean? It means that your stamina decays faster. Thing is that I don't understand is that if everybody's stamina is decaying faster, it's like nobody's stamina is decaying faster. You're just going to have slower plays. Anyway, Budget have taken over after the Toymasters crash out. John DeCaro with a short throw to Travis Doomgiver, who now has the ball. Throws it to no one in particular. Toymasters back on. Michael Poems is deflected by Strong Ways. Glenda Bastard runs nowhere. Here's Benny Sausages. Sahara Dawn, good catch. Gets a first down. Michael Poems with the throw. DeCaro with the deflection. Here's Bastard again. And that's a good run. And it's still a good run. And it's still a good run. Glenda Bastard breaking tackles galore. Gains 38. Sausage is deflected by Strong Ways. Dirty Woods has a deflection. 3rd and 10, and it's Glenda to get it done, and she does not. Back to Budget. Ways with the catch and a first down. DeCaro throws. It's only a short 6-yarder. Doomgiver runs for next to nothing. Dirty Woods throws. DeCaro's got the first down. Just about. DeCaro. Still DeCaro. Still DeCaro. An 11-yard run for first down. Doomgiver gets nothing. Woods throws. Ways with the catch. Fights off the tackler and gets 17. Ways, touchdown. 1-0 after 22 plays, and Budget lead the way. Benny Sausages has been injured by Han Xanadu. Turk Ramjet subbing in for the Toymasters. Maybe he will be the injection they need to turn this thing around. Klep Bossman makes an 11-yard gain for a first down catch. Or an 11-yard catch for a first down gain. Put it in whatever order you like, it still makes some sense. Bossman to the end zone, touchdown, 1-all. Woods is sacked by Dave Caustic. Here's DeCaro, throws a short one to Woods, who picks up 7. Doomgiver, no. All right, Michael Poems now throws. Sahara Dawn with the catch. Will be closed down by Ways, who can't make the tackle. No one can. And Dawn's got 42 yards and a touchdown. Woods, 4 yards. DeCaro looks and throws to nobody. 3rd and 5. Doomgiver, sacked by Claw Scratchboard. Back to the Toymasters again, who seem to have an edge at the moment, being able to move the ball on offense a little more freely. Ramjet, not this time, he doesn't know. Okay. Yeah. And Ways drops the ball. It's 2nd and 10. First down, Stochastic. Doomgiver throws a short one to Woods for 6. Here's Woods carrying. Runs it for a first down. This dink and dunk West Coast offense rubbish, I can't be doing with it. No. Give me big, beefy, mighty plays. Here's another 6 yards. Oh, thanks. Yeah, no. Show me something impressive. Stochastic makes 20 off that one, but to the end zone. Stochastic touchdown to make it 2-all. Bossman with a drop. You don't see that very often. Glenda runs for just 1. It's 3rd and 8. It is Ramjet, who cannot get anywhere at all. Halftime rolls around and it's 2-all. Woodsy, 2 yards. DeCaro, nothing. Doomgiver has done nothing all game. 5 carries for no yards. Well, you have to look at the relative strength between the two blocking units to see if your ground game's going to have some ground, as Woods completes a 13-yarder to Doomgiver. DeCaro to Stochastic, who gets a 17-yard first down. Doomgiver with the ball. Throws a short one to Ways for 7. Here's Woods. It's Doomgiver with possession and enough for a first down. DeCaro throws just off target. Doomgiver throws and it's a touchdown to Strong Ways to make it 3-2 Budget. Klep Bossman, 20 yards. Glenda gets nothing. Turk Ramjet picking up 7 there. 3rd and 2 Poems. And it's Sahara Dawn with a nice catch. Shoving off tackles like nobody's business. What sort of breaking of tackles has Sahara Dawn got? I would say pretty flipping good. Yeah, 3rd and goal though. Michael Poems, bad throw. And a wasted opportunity for the Toymasters. Ways gets their Budget out of trouble again. And the Roadies will attempt to put together a drive to gradually ease their way away from their own end zone. Don't know why they were throwing over there, but it felt like the right thing to do at the time. But the driver stalled out, and from halfway, Toymaster's back in possession. 2nd and 10. Glen the Bastard is sacked by Grim Pricks. Here's Turk Ramjo. And that one's intercepted by Waze, who then gets the follow-up catch, and the Roadies are now moving into the opposing half of the field. 2nd and 9. Woods throws. Stochastic with the catch. It's a 15-yarder. And there goes Woods making a catch for the first down. I'll tell you something else. Both teams are properly just chewing the clock up. As Sahara Dawn is injured by strong ways, bringing Kenneth Respect into the lineup. And I don't think he's going to turn it around. 4-2 is the score. Budget having the lead with 13 to go. And flashes of the Toymasters of old, but what they're missing is a 15 yards a carry runner that just is not happening for him. Bossman is also not as productive receiving as he has been in the past. Bossman's still a hell of a player, but he's just not doing the things that he used to do before he got injured for the entire season last year. And one wonders if his confidence has taken a knock as he gets that catch down to the 1 yard line. 3 plays left in the game, trailing by 2. Trailing by 1. Well, there you go. Just don't throw a pick 6, and this one's done. The Roadies add another one to their win tally, winning this one 4-3. Another low yardage game. Strong way, 75 fan points for the Roadies, 103 receiving, 3 touchdowns, 2 deflections, 1 interception, 1 injury. Claw scratchboard for the Toymasters, just 38 fan points with 51 pancakes and a sack. 1 tackle. Oof. Yeah. Just 1? Yeah. What do you want? More than that? Well, that would be traditional. Pancakes at the Toymasters, 51 for scratchboard, obviously. Kit Kats for 14 is your second best bet. Or Dave Caustic also did 14. Over on the Roadies, Hans Xanadu with 14. That's not great. No, the Roadies haven't got enough of a block. Well, I mean, it was a disparity in blocking. We spotted that early on. Yeah, Toymaster's line is pretty mighty. No, Scratchboard's pretty mighty. Okay, we've got the Chefs up against BDP. I'm going to feed the cat before I do this one. Come on, cat. The Chefs still looking for their first win of the season. BDP erratic in terms of performance. So what's it going to be? How are we erratic? We've not played right in any game yet this season. All right, over on the Chefs, Giovanni etc. is getting a start alongside Anxiety Burger and Buster Plow. The rookies getting to show their stuff. BDP have got Gorgeous Leonard and Laney Blowout in the line. Both the rookies getting a go. Having a spin. Making it happen. Doing the do. And it's a blessed game. Don't let me down, Ross. More than that, don't let me down, Steve. Don't any of you let me down. I'll be very sad. New signing Saul Mastiff is getting the start for us because the coach likes him. And because I've got a feeling that on a blessed field he can have a hell of a game. Steve throws the ball. Please don't, Steve. Here's the Sheriff on 2nd and 10. Not really. Okay. Ross. Deflected by Tristram. Lawnmower and the Fire Chefs take over. An immediate throw to Disco Collins. 24 yards gained there. There's Collins again being guarded by Ross, who can't tackle him. And Collins gets a touchdown. Oh, for crying out loud. Ross. Deflected by etc. Steve. Throws the ball. Ross has got the catch. Well, Ross isn't really a receiver, but we'll take it. A 43-yard reception. Sheriff completes to Dougie. Touchdown. That's the stuff. Right. 1-1 is the score, and the Chefs have the ball. Tristram Lawnmower. Picking up 6 on the ground is Giovanni. Throws deflected by Dougie. We've got the ball, we've got the ball, we've got. Steve's throwing the ball, and it's an interception. Well, you shock me, Steve. This might be the end of your career at runner, Steve. If you are going to be throwing it even more than you were last season, which shouldn't happen, then I can't in good conscience keep you at runner because you're too much of a liability. 3rd and short for the Chefs, and they're complete for the first down. Lawnmower making a good catch. And a touchdown as well. Ross is sacked by Anxiety Burger, who gets his first career sack. That's nice. Steve's finally running it. See what happens when you run the ball, Steve. That's a 33-yard run. The Sheriff thinks he can do the same thing, and he honestly can't. Ross throws. Steve drops the ball. 3rd and 5. Steve throws the ball, and it's actually caught by someone. Sheriff throws. Lawnmower with the deflection. Puke throws. It's deflected by Collins. Steve's running it. That's another 32 yards of anybody's money. Touchdown. Okay, 2-all. Lawnmower throws. It's Collins with the catch, and Collins is having a good game so far. That's another 29 yards in the tally. Doug with the deflection. Jackie Mercury throws, caught by Buster Plow. There goes Collins again. Could go the distance. Touchdown. Blessed game, you see. Once you start getting your stamina going, things get exciting quickly. Dougie, good run from Doug. A 35-yarder there. The Sheriff throws. Ross with the catch. Nice work from Ross. 19 yards. Ross throws. Deep ball. 13 yards. Deepish. Steve throws, but don't. Sheriff tries running. Don't do that either. Ross throws. And Tristram deflects it in the end zone to give the Chefs the ball back. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bad throw on first down. Doug with another deflection is Jackie Mercury with the throw, and that one's deflected by Doug as well. All right, we've got a chance to equalise, so let's make that happen, shall we? Steve, stop throwing the pigging ball. That's the end of that drive. Oh, you people! You upset me. Oof. Yeah. Right. Yeah, Steve with a deflection. Big whoop there, Steve. Hang on, Saul Mastiff's got another catch. Good lad, Saul. 37 yards off the pass from Ross. Run the ball, Steve. Thank you. All right, a 6-yard gain. Might not be much, but at least he did the right thing with it. 3rd and 4, Ross. Intercepted by Collins, who's going to chalk up a whole bunch of yards there. Is Mercury. And that one's complete for 5 yards. Lawnmower throws. It's short of the first down. 1 yard to gain. And Saul's got a deflection. Good stop there. The Chefs leading by 1 at the current time. But Steve has finally understood something about what he's capable of. A 48-yard run. Sheriff Rotten, stop running the bullshit. I'm going to have to drop you from the team as well. Although that's a nice run. That's a very nice run. Sheriff Rotten, touchdown, 31 yards. Mercury throws, and it's caught by Plow for the first down. Here goes Plow again. It's 19 yards. You know, I said the team were erratic. This is what I'm talking about. Just doing so much stuff that they shouldn't be doing. I'm going to have to drop the Sheriff for crying out loud, and he's my great hope for the future. But if he's not going to do the right play, what point is there to him? No. Yeah, because the wrong play and things don't work. Things fall apart. And we managed to make a stop on 3rd down. Ross is going for a run. I'll allow it. It's only worth 2 yards. But here goes Steve. Go on, Steve. There you go. There you go. Smash through Disco Collins, and Steve is still on his feet. That's another 48 yards. Lovely job. There's the Sheriff. Well, he's got a stamina boost now, so he gained 20 yards as well. Maybe we're a rushing team now. Sheriff Rotten touchdown. 4-3 BDP. But we're not making it look easy. No. Lawnmower throws, deflected by Doug, who's got 9 deflections in this game now. Collins, another good catch for 32 yards. Mercury throws. Collins again. He could probably get there. He gets there. 4-all. Ross with the throw, and it's Mastiff with the catch, who's quietly been getting the job done. A 48-yard catch from Saul Mastiff. Steve's running once more. Gets a bit trapped in traffic there, which restricts him to only 27 yards. Touchdown Mastiff, 5-4 BDP, which is not a surprising scoreline. I can't for a second say that we don't come into most games as not the favourite, except that our playbook is malfunctioning at the moment. Yeah, this new coach, he leaves a little bit to be desired. Yeah, okay, well, Chefs have got the ball and 10 plays to equalise. Lawnmower, you've just got to throw it to Collins. That's all you need to do. Just get the ball to Collins and you'll be sound. But it did not happen. Steve's going on another walkabout for a while. 56 yards for Steve there. Got to go like that. And that's why you're still a runner, Steve. Because when you do that, it's amazing. But when you throw the ball, it makes me cry. 6-4 BDP, and we will take the win on this one. And in terms of yardage, it was not that close. Player of the game, though, Tristram Lawnmower with 112 fan points, might be player of the week. 156 passing, 3 touchdowns, 8 deflections, and 1 interception. For BDP, Dougie Conglomerate is player of the week. The player of the team game for them with 103 fan points, 106 receiving, 1 touchdown, 19 pancakes, 10 deflections. That's a good number of deflections. That'll be deflections of the week, unless someone does even better than that. Pancakes, BDP's pancake master was good pancakes all round, actually. Oh, nothing to complain about. Hank Donk with 45. Laney Blowout with 23. Leonard only 7, but Leonard's in training. You're only in the line to learn stuff, Lenny, so don't sweat it. Over on the Chefs, Burger 18, and Chad 16, and Beer Matt 17. So all pretty close, but we run a strong team. Yeah, okie dokie. Right, we've got 2 games left to play. Here's Peninsula Transport looking for their first win this season up against the Miners, who have one of the slowest offences in the league. But it does win them games because they're also a very robust defence. Absolutely nothing new going on at Peninsula Transport, sticking with a winning formula. Over at the Miners, absolutely nothing new for them either, sticking with a winning formula. And it's foggy. Right. Okay. Teddy Splitcapper is going to try things on to start with. Here we go. Here it is. Here we go. Here it is. Splitcapper. Gently does it round the outside of the line. Evades the first tackle. Picks up 29. Hump Bogus does get nothing at all. Toe Beans. Very little there. Is Splitcapper on 3rd and 7. A short throw, but it's not good enough. And Peninsula take over. Sack comes in from Beans, who gets his first career sack. Through 3rd and 13. Durham injection. Nothing. Right, back to the Miners. Splitcapper. Okay, that's another 18-yard carry. Here comes Bogus. And he evades those first 2 tackles, which frees him up to go a bit further. Beans now looking for a friend. And he gains 5 yards. Splitcapper with the throw. Touchdown, Argyle Stampede. 1-0 Miners. Here comes Peninsula again. 3rd and 8. And a sack from Pamela Mustard. Turns the ball straight back over again. Splitcapper with possession. Fumbles it. Is picked up by Rhett Violin. And Peninsula breathe out as they get another opportunity. Gabe? No. Okay. Durham? No. All right. Back over to the Miners then. Splitcapper with a 1-yard run. Here's Bogus. That's a first down. Gertie Wrench has been injured. Lying on the floor at the moment. And that was Pamela Mustard beat her up. Alice Kilback has subbed in for Peninsula Transport. As Splitcapper gets another touchdown to make it 2-0. Fungible throws a short one for 5 yards. Transistor is intercepted by Argyle Stampede, who will take it to the house for a pick 6. Okay. All right, Gabe, 2nd and 11. Completes the pass to Ego Sarian for 23 yards. That's the furthest Peninsula have moved so far. Durham runs for 12 yards. Is Hank. He gains just 1. Have they got any momentum? Gabe? Still Gabe. Good run, 11 yards. Durham now is stuffed for just 1. Fungible doesn't get anything at all. Gabe doesn't get anything at all. And we're back with the Miners. Split Kappa straight up the middle. Straight for a first down. 16-yard game. Bogus tries exactly the same thing, and wouldn't you know it, it works. And that's a bigger game, 32 yards on that one. Beans sort of tries the same thing, but doesn't have the confidence to follow through, only gets 7. Kappa around the outside of the line, good blocking from the team, and he's down just inside the 1. Bogus, touchdown, 4-0, Miners. Okay, Benzadrine makes a 7-yard catch. Pamela Muster coming up with a sack there. Durham is sacked as well. Back to Split Kappa. And it's a 29-yarder. He's up to 146 yards in this game so far as Bogus makes it 5-0. Sack comes in from Tally. Gabe, not a lot there. Durham on 3rd and 11. No. Okay then. Split Kappa. He's off again. Yeah, he gains another 9. Here comes Bogus. Still Bogus, and that's 15 yards. Beans. No. Split Kappa. Throws. Stampede with the catch. Touchdown. 6-0 Miners. As we hit half-time. It is not going Peninsula's way. Unless this was the plan. In which case it's a curious plan. Which will surely be unveiled in all of its devious glory before too long. I think we need to activate the sympathy button relatively soon. Because the Miners are coming again. Yeah. And, I mean, the thing is, if the Miners had a quicker offense, this score could already be double digits. So we will now head into sympathy mode. Because I think the Peninsula have had 1 drive so far where they've actually had a first down. And that's not pretty. Yeah. 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 The Peninsula had a passing coach and the fog killed the game before it started. Well, you knew the fog was coming. Yeah, no, there's not a lot you can do. With the way it's going. That said, there's a touchdown. 8-1 is the score. Peninsula have managed to put one on. It's simply a case of making sure you've got people with good vision if you're playing in the fog, or rather outmatching the vision of your opponent as Hump Bogus goes 34 yards, a lovely bit of running. Split Kappa makes it 9-1 and then intercepts that and gets another pick 6 because of course he does. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. No, the vision difference in the fog makes a huge, huge difference. Or just play a running game. Even with a 100% rushing coach, you will play a running game if your players are run only. But yeah, that all comes down to personnel. Yeah. And there are 15 plays left in the game. The score is currently 11-1. There aren't a huge amount more comments that could be made about this one, other than whatever you were hoping was going to happen, didn't happen. 2nd and 13, Bogus is Beans. And if you're certain you're going to lose, put the kids in and give them some training. Stick in with your regular lineup that has not been working this season, and then kind of going, well, let's watch it not work in this one either. You may as well gain the training at least. There's an injury. It's Durham Injection who's been taken out by Hump Bogus. Janet Mission has subbed in for Peninsula. And that'll wrap it up. Picks Creek 12, Peninsula Transport 1. Yeah. Oh, all of Peninsula Transport's PT starters are under 3 XP. Really, is Gabe under 3? He's not, is he? No. Anyway, good game for the Miners. Player of the game, Teddy Split Capper is going to be player of the week. 321 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 sacks, 1 interception. Cordelia Benzodream for Peninsula Transport, just 25 fantasy points with 1 touchdown and 1 deflection. Pancakes at Peninsula, best we can offer you is 13 from Alice Killback. While at Picks Creek, Justine Vanderpool with 30, Craig Franklin a meaty 55, and Pamela Mustard with 21. Whew. Well, there's always next week to pull it back. Our last game of the week is the Sea Raiders taking on KSA. Maybe Pakenham will turn up to see it last minute. Maybe he won't. What's new at the Sea Raiders? Nothing. What's new at KSA? Heard a graduate is getting to start in the line, and Kelvin Datebook is doing some receiving duties. Both teams having only 1 win so far this season. We'll be looking to turn that into more than 1 win. That's really all there is to it. Ursula the Confessor is intercepted on the first play of the game. All right, Hugo Blowfish for the Raiders completes 2 Mutant Lip Balm. Have you got that the right way around? I have. Is Mikey Heimlich in his final career season. Crap Whistle gets nowhere. And Blowfish has it all to do. Makes it 1-0, capitalising on the turnover. Ursula the Confessor runs for 4. Here's Bill Saturno. That one's deflected by Crap Whistle. 3rd and 6. Raz McClintock completes 2 Kelvin Datebook, who will have the first down and a lot more. 36 yards gained there. Confessor on 1st and 10. A little short 1-yarder just to be cheeky. Saturno doesn't get much further. McClintock on 3rd down completes to Datebook, who's being covered by Mike Heimlich. That's Troll versus Halfling. I know who my money's on. McClintock gets absolutely nowhere, and KSA have stalled out, giving the Sea Raiders the ball back. And Hugo Blowfish is disappearing past the halfway line. 42-yard run from Blowfish. Lenny Testes with a tackle for loss. Crap Whistle tries something similar, it doesn't work. Blowfish this time, not so much. 1st and 10 KSA. There goes Kelvin Datebook. It's been covered by Mike Heimlich. Yep, it's not going to work. No. Saturno completes one for 5 to McClintock. Datebook with another catch. And a first down. Confessor on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Koffs Zerma. Whew. Yeah. Heimlich runs for 1. Crap Whistle is sacked by Lenny Testes, and KSA have got the ball back. Heimlich makes a deflection. Great defending from Mike Heimlich. Had to climb halfway up his man to get anywhere near the ball. Zerma with another good catch is brought down at the 4-yard line. Confessor. Touchdown. Phoebe Brat Salad has been injured by Big Rod McGurk, bringing Shade Dark Cave into the game for KSA, playing in the line. KSA now have possession back again. Datebook makes a 7-yard catch. Saturno throws. Zerma again. Touchdown. Yeah. See, all these little guys doing your cover play, I don't think they're going to do it. No. Crap Whistle throws. It's Albright with the catch for 15 yards. Bongolia moving the ball. Blowfish gets 7 off that one. Heimlich cannot get anywhere. 3rd and 2. Crap Whistle goes nowhere. Back to KSA. And that one in the flat goes to Datebook, who runs for an 11-yard first down. Saturno gets tackled for a loss by Stein Henryberg. Confessor on 3rd. Throws to Zerma, who once again has a first down, 32 yards gained. Saturno, nothing. McClintock, a little bit. Confessor, no. All right, Bongolia's defense stepping up there, a couple of drives in a row, but can their offense do the same to try and make this one a bit closer? There's a fumble, and Datebook has recovered it. 3-1 is the score as half-time rolls around. Confessor, Zerma, touchdown. 4-1 is the score now. Blowfish throws a 7-yarder. Here comes Heimlich. He's got a good run there and picks up 5. Oh, Pax turned up at just the right time. Half time's just rolled around, Pack. You're up 4-1. Yeah. Heimlich, 21 yards gained. Crap whistle. Throws. It's Darkness Albright with a catch who breaks a tackle. And Bongolia pull one back to make it 4-2. And that's the kind of play they're going to need if they're going to hang in on this one. Zerma, though. A 67-yard catch for Koff's Zerma. And a first down. And then Kelvin Datebook, who basically just punts Mike Heimlich out of the way and gets another touchdown. Yeah. I mean, I feel sorry for Mike Heimlich there. Mike Heimlich in the first season of the league looked like he was going to set all the records it was possible to set. And then it became apparent that Mike Heimlich was only getting those numbers because he had a frankly obscene blocker who then got killed. And Mike stopped being good after that point. 3rd and 10 KSA. McClintock tries to run it there. Can't quite do it. KSA still have the lead. Shade Darkcave has got himself injured by Stein Henryberg. Brook Liability subbing in for KSA, who have the ball back once more. McClintock with a catch and a first down. 26-yard gain there. Saturno throws, and it's worth 2 yards. McClintock sacked by Paul Dagger. 3rd and 9 Confessor. Not quite enough for the first down. Bongolia back in possession. They throw one short there to Crap Whistle, and he manages to run it 25 yards. Datebook makes the deflection. Crap Whistle runs, picks up a couple. On 3rd down, it's intercepted by Bill Saturno. And here comes the Confessor. He's sacked by Mutant Lip Balm. Saturno throws again. McClintock first down. Okay. McClintock with the throw. That one's out of bounds. 2nd and 10, Confessor. Zerma's got that. Takes Paul Crap Whistle for a little ride before being tackled after 28 yards. Saturno throwing against the grain. Makes it 6-3 with a Raz McClintock touchdown. Yeah. Bongolia are not going to come back from this one. They hung in there, but ultimately the absence of coverage for either Datebook or Zerma was telling. The defense stepped in from time to time, but it wasn't enough once those receivers managed to break past about 5 yards. It was just like, oh, I could be trying. Mike made a run, look. 14-yard carry for Mike Heimlich. Let's go, Mike. Final season of a formerly wrongly reported great player, having a great career, but he really wasn't ever that good. No. He's been solid. Yeah, sure. McClintock, with 3 plays to go, gets 8 yards. Last play of the game, Saturno throws one out to Datebook, who will get another first down, but no more needs to be said. Final score, KSA 6, Bongolia 4. Koff Zerma is player of the game with 66 fan points, 255 receiving, 3 touchdowns, 13 tackles. Stein Henryberg for the Sea Raiders, 63 fan points, 41 pancakes. Good performance there from the young'un. 1 injury inflicted, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss, 10 tackles. Pancakes at Bongolia. Stein obviously led the way, then Big Rod McGurk got 36. Paul Dagger with 40. Good blocking from Bongolia at KSA. Nah, didn't bother. Okay, right, fine. Yeah, still want to go. Didn't bother. All right, a bounty has been awarded to Failurewood Hills against the Sunshine Fun Bus. Mikey, you were around early. Oh, you're still there. Good man. Mikey, would you like to stick a bounty on a Fun Bus player? Would you? Would you like to? The choices are Colt Rhombus, Luther Pendragon, Felicia Wintercoat. Mikey does not want to do that because Mikey is lovely and wants the appeal. Fair enough. At Port Miggins, Coach Bale would like for the team to help with a local disaster. Now you can help. You'll gain 2 appeal, but lose 10 durability. Ooh. Or lose an appeal if you reject it. Flipping choices. And the Pirates. T-Bone, what do you reckon? Do, 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 do. Thank you, Wolfgang. Wolfgang there issuing the ping. Yeah, tricky. Who have the Pirates got next week? Anyone? Anyone know? Because if they've got Edgeslam, you're going to go, oh, should we go into that game with less durability? Yeah, that'd be a flipping champion, wouldn't it? Yeah. In fact, that's what I'm going to base the decision on. I mean, you know, it's AI decide. That's the new rule. Yeah. Who have they got next? Schedule. They got the Palms. Okay. They've got the Palms. Yeah, I think he's playing trombone today. Yeah, quite possibly. All right, well, it's an AI choice then. So we don't know. We'll find out. Oh, there is trouble at Cheerio. Tommy Keys thinks Otto Centrifuge is a scrub and should be released. If you release Otto Centrifuge, or lose 2 appeal, and Tommy Keys will lose 2 morale. Ooh. Well, we knew that Tommy Keys was trouble. He has been for ages. The question is Otto Centrifuge actually a scrub? He's year 7. He's never really played very much. Yeah. Tricky. Yeah. Pablo's around, so he's currently weighing it up and going, oh, cheers. You're going to keep him, and Tommy Keys can do one. Okay, thank you, Pablo. Right. Yeah. Lingo Blend. There's a scandal at Lingo Blend. Raj Firewall as increasing a rewarding trip, which means things. Should Raj Firewall be kicked off the team, or do you want to lose 4 appeal? Now, Firewall has played a bit in the past. This is not an automatic decision by any stretch of the imagination. Zandy, are you in the house? I think I saw you earlier. Yeah, is he any good? He's in his final year. Kick him. Yeah, and that's just get him off. Get him out of here. He's in his last season. He's not worth keeping. I'd just go like, get out of my team. Yeah. The decision is coming in as we speak. Yeah, drop him. He's gone. Okay. He's going to be offered up. Cheerio. Pablo. Do you want him? 140 quid. He's rubbish. He's an idiot. He's not very good. There you go. There you go. So the sun does shine for you, Pablo. You could have Raj Firewall on the team. Huh? Hey? He could be great, but he isn't. No. Then the choice is coming in. Yep, he's being signed. Righto. Lingo Blend All-Stars, Gravity Hands has whistled an intrepid nasty. Should Gravity Hands be chucked off the team to avoid a loss of 4 appeal? Crikey, it's all flipping go at Lingo Blend today. Gravity Hands. Well, he's quite young. What's he got going for him? He's relatively quick and he's got decent stamina. But, I mean, giving up 4 appeal... I mean, that's a lot. He's got 67 blocking, which isn't bad. Yeah. There are better players available. I think everything's just gone rotten at Lingo Blend all of a sudden. There is news. It's not good. Also, Gravity Hands hasn't exactly played. Yeet him. Get out of my team. Get off. Go away. I mean, there are plenty of teams that will sign you yeah, I know. Again, you've had 2 flipping gits already. Of City, Joe, are you still around? Do you want Gravity Hands, Joe? This will change your appeal, not 1 jot. You've got him at just a shade over minimum wage, 117. He's not awful, but you probably will want to drop him at some point. Oh, Joe's gone. Okay, in which case Joe relies on the AI, and that's all good. Right. No, they didn't want him either. Red Star, you have the opportunity to get gravity hands at minimum wage. Huh? He's not going to cause you any problems with your morale or your appeal or anything like that, but you will probably have to make that decision in a couple of weeks' time when he does it again, as he inevitably will do. Nope, not interested. Okay. Blood Pit. PSG, do you want him? Minimum wage? Yeah. I'm not gonna, I just, crikey. Transatlantic Tom has chucked a 20 in the bucket. Thank you, Tom. You're 2 weeks behind and never catch me live. Hey! A little bit of Electrosports appreciation. Come on in. If you want a team, Tom, just come on in. Redirect because he's not a dark elf. Okay? There we go. That's that finally dealt with. Let's have a look and see what we've got. At the Nomads, for crying out loud, they haven't got a manager. If they had a manager, I'd be okay with it. Buster Vortex has become proper good. Janet Mission has improved at Peninsula Transport. Fritz Beermat at the Fire Chefs has improved. Ego Sarian at Peninsula Transport, a double hit there for them this week. Pix Creek Imp Protein has done some training at the Toy Masters. CDC has improved. And at the Medics, Agility Bumrake has done well. Disco Collins has cheered everybody up at the Chefs, adding 1 to the appeal, while at the Nomads, Hoff Ghosted has made things worse. Port Miggins has helped out with the local disaster, gaining some appeal in the basis. Cheerio Incorporated refuses to drop Otto Centrifuge, and the team are less happy. Lingo Blend has lost 4 appeal. Raj Firewall bounced around a bit, and Lingo Blend also in the news again due to Gravity Hands, who was unsigned and retired as a result. It's all right, Joe, you didn't want him. He was bobbins and he's just quit. Yeah, here we go. Past deflections this week. Dougie Conglomerate at BDP with 10. Tackles for loss are our trash can at the Sunshine Fun Bus with 3. Sacks, it's Chuck Monkey Cage, 6 of them for Urg Melon Flex. Interceptions, Viggy the Viking for Vulcamoose with 2. And tackles, 15 for Ulysses Failure at the Stegenauts. Doug Conglomerate takes player of the week defensively. Pancakes, Charles Monkey Cage is in the news again. 75 pancakes for him. Mulawab gets 428 receiving yards. Rushing yards, Teddy Split Kappa with 321. Passing it, Sectarian Thunderclap with 391. And he also has the most total yards with 445. The offensive player of the week, though, Mulawab Verbose for Grunt Auto Group. But the player of the week is Teddy Split Kappa for the Pix Creek Miners. Oof. All right, who's up next? Well, hang on, before we have a look at who's up next, let's have our first look of the year at the standings. Stardozer and Graser Ridge both on 3 wins, but the Wizards just got there first. Voodoo Boys just got an upset, so the Smooth Division could go anywhere at the moment. The Zesty Division, the Axemen, remain the last perfect team. Vulcamoose as strong as ever. Bumson still looking for win number 1. The Beekeepers still trying to figure it out. In the Sloganator, the Miners look good. The Roadies look good. The Toy Masters and Peninsula don't. In the battle plan, Urg Melon Flex is leading the way, but Blood Pit started to pull it together this week, and the Steggonauts still look strong. Cheerio have not yet figured it out. In the Bombastic, BDP are back on top for now. Shady Palms and Grunt Auto Group are tied, but that game between the two teams demonstrates that Shady Palms are here. Fire Chefs training up the young'uns. In the Wood Chipper, the Sunshine Fun Bus lead the way ahead of Failurewood Hills, who lost against them this week. KSA, though, have started to come alive in 3rd place. Bongolia, not quite there just yet. The Pathfinders have 4 wins. The Marsupials with 3 in the Whoop Whoop. I don't know. Yeah, Pathfinders are back, everybody. And in the reduced, someone please stop the Nomads. It is terribly disappointing when a team without an owner is leading the division. Yeah, that's all. Next time around, it's another conference week. So taking on another team from your conference. But next week around, it will probably be a month from now because Mission Command is moving. And I don't exactly know when. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Colonel Failure. I'll catch up with you soon. Probably. Thanks very much for watching. Cheerio.